This is Noise. Listener, can you hear me? Kept you waiting, huh? Looks like there's more content at pixelbenders.com. You'll have to click the link in the description below to access the site. You can send your questions to info@pixel-benders.com. If you would like to leave us a message, our frequency is 209-791-0995. Got it? Okay, you're ready to go. Shit. What a week, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how fucking your guys' week was, but you definitely shouldn't have gotten the fucking day off yesterday, German. I don't know what Nate was thinking about.
Why? It was just that busy?
We were fucking hammered, dude, all day. And they pulled in same days, too. Just for shits and giggles.
Cool. Gotta love it.
Yeah. Fuck Carson. Sucks.
Dude, fuck routing in general, dude. I think they're worst.
I mean, today was fine. I was in Garnerville. Nothing went crazy or awry.
Well, you know what? I told you. I recently said that. I recently made the joke that Carson's becoming the Lakes. They're pulling in same fucking days. And, we'll be behind. And, they'll just slap you job after job. And you're like, can I get a lunch? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Ryan called me. Hold on. We'll put him on speaker.
No.
Hello?
Did you call me?
Yeah, I was making sure you were home.
Oh, yeah. Are you home?
No.
What?
Yeah, that was one of the worst experiences of my life.
Yeah.
It's like a shit show. But, the mornings are always fine, and then you get the last job is cursed.
Guess what? You're being recorded on the podcast right now.
Fuck them. Fuck them all. You heard me? Fuck them all.
They're just laughing at you.
God. Yep. I don't know who's there, but fuck them. Fuck Big Blue. Fuck them.
Yeah. Well, hopefully tomorrow's better because tomorrow's Friday, so it better not be fucking cursed.
Today's Friday.
Honestly, I haven't had a bad day like
Today's
that.
not Friday, Chris. You don't understand. Tomorrow is Friday.
Oh, gotcha.
I haven't had a shit day like that in a while, so I was due a full one, but...
Yeah. It just sucks when it happens.
Yeah, it does suck, especially at the end of the day, and it's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll leave you to your podcast. I don't want to curse too much on it. So it's very inappropriate.
Oh, we curse all the fucking time. We talk about our dicks getting blown off and shit.
Well, that doesn't sound
Multiple
funny,
times.
Yeah, multiple times.
but,
You should listen to it. It's funny.
I've listened to it once or twice.
Once or twice. We're on episode 18.
Bro, you know the status of my personal... what's the word?
What do you listen to while you drive?
Podcast.
Yeah, fuck you. All right, well,
It's true. You got me there.
yeah. Well, we'll fuck off. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Fuck you. Later.
Later. That's my homie Ryan, Chris.
Nice.
He is what's the word? He's the illusory, the fabled Ryan to German. German never sees him. German's like, does this fool still work with us? I'm like, yeah.
Like, you'll see him. He's like a blue moon. He's once every month, every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Once a month on a Wednesday.
Yeah. The other
So
Wednesdays he's
anytime-
missing somehow.
Yeah. That's the only time I ever see him.
Yep. The fabled Ryan. All right, so we'll welcome back to Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast where we play all the way through German the Metal Gear games from 1987 all the way to the present in chronological release date order. I am one of your hosts. Dude, I almost just said German. I'm tired, dude. Noise, aka Luis. And I'm accompanied by my two other guys, German, a.k.a. Contra.
Hey, guys.
And Chris, a.k.a. I Ain't No Punk Bitch.
Hello.
I Ain't No Punk Bitch. Chris. I sent him a, what is it? It's just like a little GIF with the rush hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little clip, yeah.
How you going to send somebody a big box of grease? I know punk bitch.
We said Chinese food, no soul food.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't say nothing about no soul food. I said some better food.
I love how he's not even antagonized to be told to say I know punk bitch.
I know, yeah.
Like he just starts saying it as Chris Tucker is walking away. He's like, I know punk bitch. And he's like, why I know punk bitch? So ridiculous.
I love that. I say that all the time. Well, actually, that's what I would say when I used to work at the sushi restaurant, and people would come in, swear to God, and they'd ask, I get it. You know, we had a kids menu, which was chicken teriyaki, beef teriyaki, you know, still Japanese themed stuff.
Yeah.
But they'd be like, you guys got any cheeseburgers or, you know, fried rice? They would just come up, I mean, fried rice, I'd almost give it to you. But they'd come up with shit that, like, pizza. You know, and we're like, no, and I'll be like, and I'll joke around. I'll be like, it's sushi restaurant, not Pizza Hut. You know? I would say it kind of loud, but not really. And my servers would be like, shut the fuck up. And be like, I ain't no punk bitch.
I ain't no punk bitch.
But I would say that all the time, dude, they'd get mad. They'd be like, you don't have hot dogs? No, we have chicken teriyaki. What's my kid supposed to eat? Chicken teriyaki.
You brought him to a fucking sushi restaurant.
How about a bowl of rice, dude? Edamames. I don't know, motherfucker.
How many pregnant women did you get to come in there? And
Enough.
Yeah.
Enough, yeah, and they would ask for cooked fish is fine, but yeah, no, every now and then they would ask for burgers and shit. There's a McDonald's like about 2 miles down the street.
There's a Hard Rock Cafe right in the Harrah's right there.
Yeah. Walk your ass across the street. Fucking yeah, no, I remember Jessie was like, we were like real cautious while she was pregnant, and like ooh, what, like, can we eat sushi and like all these other things? And it's like, well, if it's cooked, it should be fine, you know. And I mean, she mostly goes for cooked anyways. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm the one that really likes the raw shit. Like, I like nigiri, and you know, fucking, I don't know, the fresher the better for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cooked is like really hit or miss for me now, because it's just like, this is just fucking tempura. Like, it's just
fried fish.
Yeah.
I can do a cooked roll. I can do keyword a. But when they're all cooked, that's when I was like, it's boring now. But yeah, I'm not above. Yeah, I'm not above doing a cooked roll. Absolutely, there's plenty of times where like, you know what, a nice fried roll sounds good right now. A fried roll, but not all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I prefer a fresh tuna over fresh salmon over fresh tuna. I used to think like, oh, I think it's tuna the thing that I like, and then I bite into it and I'm like, no, damn it was salmon. It's salmon that I like.
My favorite is tuna and then hamachi. Salmon is my least favorite, believe it or not.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like the texture of like the raw salmon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like biting into, like, I don't know. It's almost like Jell-O, but like tougher, I guess.
Yeah.
I like that. Octopus, yellowtail. But for some reason, tuna is the one where I'm like, no. Like, I like the flavor, but the texture, I'm like, nah. I don't think I like the texture. But
yeah. Tuna's got to be made right as well. You know, it's just got to be done right.
Yeah.
Because if you get like a I don't know how to describe it, not a fatty section, but like a tough part of the tuna, then yeah, it's not that tough part isn't supposed to be for nigiri. It's supposed to be
like
for
a gamier piece.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for chopped up and made into spicy tuna or something, you know, a rainbow hand roll, you know.
Okay.
And you're supposed to save the more delicate cuts for sashimis and nigiris and all that.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, guys, German is our resident sushi expert.
Yep. No, not an expert.
He used to be you used to be a sushi chef for what, like 10 years?
Chef? Oh, about only 5, but I worked in that restaurant for about 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, I think that classifies you as someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah. At least everything in that restaurant I knew by heart. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have a palate. Like,
yeah.
When we go to places that are not where you worked before,
I look for
like, yeah, we're like, okay, which one's the one that's not like the most boring or the most, you know, like
oversaturated
or some bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah, like where can I get the most flavor without the bullshit?
Oh, dude. I'll look at a lot of menus and I'll be like, okay, that's the same roll as the previous, except it's got avocado. That was the same roll as the previous, except it's got lemon. That was the same. That was actually all 5 combined. Like, okay, you know.
Yeah, you need to try the one down by where we live. I think it's called Sakiro because it means what's it called? Cherry.
No,
Sakura.
Yeah.
It means cherry blossom.
Yep.
But yeah, they're minimal. Their menu's like really minimal.
Cool.
Every roll that I tried was different flavored and everything, and I was like, I like this. I took Jessie there for, I think it was Valentine's Day, and like, I really loved it. Small, quiet, fucking. I couldn't believe there weren't more people there, like on Valentine's Day.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it was Valentine's Day. Yeah, and it was just like we sat down right there at the bar. Because they do, I think they also do poke bowls there.
Okay.
But yeah, it was nice. I really liked it. So far, my favorite sushi place down here, probably anywhere, because like their variety was like really good as far as like the way they did their rolls. Like EG's is always kind of the same. I'm always like, you're just Sushi Pier again. But
I didn't like EG Sushi. And Sushi Pier, it's my hometown, so my home turf. So
yeah.
I like that one because A, it's the menu I grew up with, if you will. But B, because I also know how to tweak the menu, and and I know everyone that works there. So I'm like, hey man, like,
can you
hook
do
it up
it
with
not
this
the way
roll?
you guys do it?
Yeah, make it the way I make it. Like, what's your way? I'm like, the way I make it is X, Y, and Z. And they're like, okay, fine.
Yeah. I do like off the hook over there.
Oh yeah, but I'm never like and that's the thing. Like, if you can build a repertoire with any chef in any restaurant, you could probably get some good stuff too. Off the menu stuff. As long as you're not being super. I will never be that customer that's like, yo man, take something that's completely not on your menu and make it for me. Like, no, I'm just gonna be like, yo man, I see you don't have a hamachi hand roll, but could you make me a hamachi hand roll? You got it.
Not like fucking our nephew Tony, who will ask his dad for the special roll that's not even on the menu.
Tony, no, does he do that? No, Letty does that.
No, Tony does too, man. Even while he was working there, he'd be like busting our table or whatever,
and he'd ask for a roll,
and then he'd ask for that roll for us. Like the Kiko special.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. I mean, it's hella good. But yeah, it's not on the menu, and I'm surprised that they haven't added it. It's like, this is good. Put it on the menu. It's not. It doesn't have the freaking unagi sauce on it. I think it's got like jalapenos or something and some other stuff, but it's good.
I do. Will say that like I do miss chefing. I've said it a million times over.
Yeah.
And I'll say it on this podcast for the first time. When I transferred over to, they asked me, "Oh, would you go back?" I'm like, if they paid me enough, probably. That's why I like that. It was if I can get paid what I get there, what I get paid here with benefits and everything. Yeah, I think I would be gone, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the retirement, the bennies, and the pay is good with us.
Vacation, sick time, and annual raises. I would be gone.
Yeah, no, anybody's like dream job would be if I could do my passion, and also get benefits and all that stuff. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How was your week, German? Now that we talked about sushi,
it's all right.
You're done with Tears of the Kingdom?
Hell no. No, I haven't actually had a chance to play. So with the moving and everything that's going on and some other stuff that just came up. I haven't done anything, so I haven't played. I barely had time to play Metal Gear. But again, this is a game that I know almost by heart and love it. So this game, like I said, it's I'm not lying when I said I'll probably beat it like 3 times before we're done with this.
Yeah, word. What about you, Chris?
My week was good, pretty chill. I actually got to play a lot of Minecraft with the Erock.
Oh, that must be nice.
Yeah,
playing Minecraft with friends.
Yeah,
I don't know what that's like.
I'll send you an invite to the.
No, I don't got fucking time.
Okay, fair enough.
I just want to complain.
Okay, but yeah, it's been nice. I got through this next part, even with like exploring, kind of messing around a bit. I think it was about 2.5 or 3 hours, something like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it wasn't too bad. I enjoyed it. I did play it on easy. I didn't get a chance to go back and play it on normal like I had planned on, but I will go back and do that at some point. Yeah, no, it was a good week, nice and chill, pretty quiet. So it was a good week.
That's good. Yeah.
I was gonna say I was thinking about it. Today I think actually maybe yesterday. How like man, this game and these games in general, we brought it up once or twice already. What was taking me a month or weeks to do as a kid, like we're doing it in literally one sit through, like one little session. Like, God damn, this shit took me forever when I was a kid. Why? They're just little, like you said, zones, like Monster Hunter Zone. Just get past the zone and get past this next zone, And I don't know why it took forever as a kid, or it felt like it took forever.
Yeah. No, I was thinking that too when I was playing through it too. I was like, was this section this short?
Like I said, especially if you break again.
When you break it into pieces,
into zones, no, not just pieces, but like zones where you're like, oh, this is the swamp zone. Oh, this is the the whatever zone. This is the canyon zone. They're just super small. Yeah, and it's kind of like Monster Hunter, like you said. Like you get caught in one zone, you kind of go to the other one. You're still in alert, but you just go hide somewhere, and that's it. It's like it never happened.
And I remember these zones being way bigger.
Yeah.
I remember the swamp area too. I was like, "Oh my god, there's gators everywhere!" And especially that one part where it's just water, and you have to like swim across, and there's some secret stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
I remember that spot being humongous. Like in my brain, it was like the size of the lake in Resident Evil 4. Where you're on the boat with that fish in the harpoon.
Never played 4.
Oh yeah.
You've never played 4, German?
No, I've said it
Oh
before,
my
no.
God. I don't remember you saying that.
Well,
Man.
I've said it before, maybe not here, but
Well, that's for our Resident Evil podcast.
heard it's
I've
good.
also never played.
I've heard it's.
Chris, none of them?
None of them.
Oh my. We're stopping this podcast right now. We're starting a Resident Evil podcast.
No.
We're gonna do 3 podcasts at the same time.
No, hell no.
This one's Zelda and Resident Evil.
And
Dude,
Kingdom Hearts. Don't forget Kingdom Hearts.
Oh man, I forgot about Kingdom Hearts.
I've played Kingdom Hearts.
But I haven't.
Luis
Oh, that's
has it.
right. Yeah.
I haven't played all the way through. Like every time I play, I'm like, oh, 2 hours in. Then I'm like, this is boring.
You know what? Kingdom Hearts would be like 2 hours in, and you're like, oh yeah, you're only like 1% through, man. Like there's still so much shit. to
Yeah.
do.
Man.
I've just ran into my first nobody or whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
What are the little black things? The
Heartless.
The Heartless. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. Ran into my first Heartless.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you barely left the first world, and it's been like 5 hours.
Well,
like, what the fuck?
do we include the optional bosses? Do we do Sephiroth? Like, how far are we going with this?
Yeah.
I would
right?
say optional bosses, yes.
Man.
But like getting like the ultimate Keyblade and shit like that, no.
Yeah, that's still dumb.
Yeah, because I know there's a bunch of like optional shit. I remember when my friends were playing it, and what were they fighting against? Oh, Ursula. I think she's a main boss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw it. I was like, this game is fucking crazy. Like, I didn't think this game got this nuts. And she's like, oh yeah. It also kind of surprised me that this particular friend was playing it because I've never really seen her play any video games. And I was like, I didn't know you fucking play video games. And she's like, oh, Kingdom Hearts is where I nerd out. Like, I don't really play anything else, but this is where I nerd out. And I'm like, you're fucking good at this. Like, she was fucking level 99 or whatever. And then when I came back later, she was fighting Sephiroth. And I was like, what the fuck? You fight Sephiroth in this?
Yep.
And she's like, yeah, you have to, I think, at least 99 just to even have a fighting chance. I was like, fuck.
You have to be pretty high. I know. I think you could do them at level 1, but that's just stupid. That's torture.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of like pros out there that are like, yeah, I'll play fucking Elden Ring at level 1, and you're like, well, I guess no hit. I guess
you can do the thing where it turns off leveling, and at which point it makes all the bosses the same level basically. They're just different gimmicks you have to get past and learn to do.
Okay, so instead of focusing on healing, pretty much you're more focusing on the puzzle of the boss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
And then technically a monster hunter his ass. Yeah, learn his pattern, learn his moves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because otherwise, then you not only are you doing learning the patterns, but then you're also like, I have to deal with almost getting one shotted or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, no, guaranteed one shot on everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Every boss has their one shot attack.
Okay. How did we get on this? Oh, Resident Evil. No, so yeah, so Chris knows that lake with the fish, the giant fish and the harpoon. Mm-hmm. That's how big that little mini lake in Metal Gear Solid 3 felt like to me as a kid. And as I've been playing it as an adult, I'm like, dude, I could swim across this thing in like 10 seconds. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's hella tiny. Yeah, but what were we talking about, really?
I don't know.
That you're getting it through a lot faster as an adult.
Yeah.
Like we were getting it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I then mentioned my week. My week was pretty non-eventful. I didn't play any of the Soulsborne this week. I actually, no, it was eventful. German, I freaking, well, first I made a planter for my wife because I do some woodworking on the side, and I was like, I need to make some planters for the back at least and start getting better at woodworking. So I made I made a planter for my wife, and then the next day I made a little Mario Kart racing simulator stand for my son.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because I had bought him a wheel, and it just has suction cups, and it's always like really awkward where I put him, and the TV's like pointing upwards, so he's just like, like looking up, and I'm like,
yeah, this
is not good posture for my kid at 2 years old. And so I'm actually down to one monitor now because I took my second monitor and attached that to the little Mario Kart stand, and so now he looks straight ahead. Today, as soon as he got home, he's like, "Can I play the Super Mario?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I just, I turn on the Switch. It's ready to go because I just have the the single player versus with all the tracks playing at random. So he never needs my help after a race. Like he just, press A and he goes to the next one. Press A again to start.
That's awesome,
dude. He's fucking picking it up so quick. Like it's pretty crazy. He just hasn't figured out the pedals yet. I posted a video of his feet. And he just, goes brake gas, and he's just like playing with them. I'm like, okay, well, at least he's using his feet at the same time. So,
yep.
Learning to disconnect your limbs is definitely one thing that no one really thinks about when they drive cars, especially manual transmission.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to disconnect your limbs. Like, most people are like, my right leg is connected to my right arm and my left leg is connected to my left arm.
They all operate independently, especially in a stick shift. Yeah.
Yeah, and I especially got that from playing drums. So you literally have to completely disconnect your body. Yeah, and also when I played with my friends, I'd also be like singing at the same time, and it's I always wondered how people did that. Like the guy who sings Hotel California from the Eagles, it's the drummer that sings that song.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, and when I watched that live, I'm always like how does he's singing and he's playing drums?
Yeah.
But when you think about it, like people who play guitar are disconnecting their fingers, their hands, and their voice. And I don't, and they have pedals too. So it's like the guitars is like the ultimate, like, what the crazy. And then you add Bob Dylan to the mix, and he's like, I'm also going to play a harmonica too. Like, dude, musicians are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that was my week pretty much. I just built some stuff out of wood. I bought some paint yesterday, so I'm gonna paint up this one. This is just version 1, actually. I do have a second version that I'm gonna do where it's all just one piece, because the seat he's using right now is not stable. It's just like his dinner chair strapped onto a cardboard box. So I want it to be like one whole piece, but then also the length adjustable as he grows, obviously.
Yeah. So
that was my week. No Soulsborne, which I did miss the entire time. I was like, I really want to play some Soulsborne right now, but it was cool. I watched my son pretty late a couple nights because German and his sister were helping their other sister move to a new house. You guys are still not done, huh?
No, I think that's it.
Really? You guys are done?
Yeah.
I thought you guys had some trash runs, maybe.
Oh, well, trash run. Sorry, but I mean, yeah.
But the moving stuff is good.
Yeah.
Is good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then there's always the trash run, yeah.
Yep, just a trash run.
Word up. Well, I guess we should get to Metal Gear Solid 3, A Snake Eater. Chris, what did you think of... I'm pretty sure you heard it if you left the menu going at some point, the song.
Yeah. Well, actually, I didn't leave the menu playing.
Okay.
Oh.
And I didn't get it before that cutscene like we were normally supposed to. And I remember you had mentioned that. And then I had Heiji in there. I was streaming on Discord. And he's like, oh, did you get to hear that song? And I was like, what song? He's like, the theme song. I was like, you mean the one that like I was thinking like when you're on the title screen that one plays there. And I was like, yeah, of course. Like it's on the title screen. He's like, no, the theme song. And I was like, I'm not sure what you mean. So no. And so I started up the second day. I ended up streaming 2 days. And I started up the second day, and he's like, okay, let it play and listen to the theme song. And I was like, okay. So I let the title screen go for a little bit, and it kind of looped through to play the theme song.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, dang, that is good. So yeah.
It should have played after you loaded.
That's what he was saying, yeah. It didn't. It never did.
Yeah, this was weird.
So if you save right there, the theme song doesn't play?
I'm not sure.
Because here's the problem with it. He saved, and then he immediately closed it. Like, the second you click save, it starts playing it. But then when you load it, it thinks you already watched it.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
It's technically a cutscene.
Yeah.
Well, the cutscene starts... Yeah, you're right. It is technically a cutscene, the way they made it. Yeah. But nope.
Yeah.
Nope. The second you load that same file, it just goes straight to the section where you're on that plane or whatever.
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, what'd you think of the song?
I loved it. That was like... It reminded me of... It kind of made me think of James Bond, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, yep. 100%.
That's
gave me
exactly
James Bond
what it was. Yep.
Vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What sucked is that experience was kind of slightly ruined because you're supposed to heal yourself, right after this nuke goes off and you save it, and then it goes right into this cutscene and so it kind of lost a little bit of the importance and the setting. The setting of the you're here in the Cold War and this is a spy versus spy kind of shit,
Yeah.
Have you German, have you ever looked at the lyrics?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think there's only one section that I don't know what the fuck she says, but I've looked at them. Why?
They don't make any sense. And I think it's on purpose. Because a lot of James Bond songs are kind of the same way. They're just kind of like, what are they fucking talking about? Like they're like saying something, and then they'll say the title of the James Bond movie. It's just like, this doesn't make any sense. So let me read the lyrics to you. So it's what a thrill with darkness and silence through the night. Mm-hmm. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. Mm-hmm. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. The only thing that makes sense to me is the chorus. I give my life, not for honor, but for you, Snake Eater. And it says, in my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Snake Eater.
Crime. Okay.
I'm still in a dream. Snake Eater. I'm still... okay.
Was this written by Kurt Cobain?
No. Right? It's that deep.
Yeah.
It's like what is it? Smells like Teen Spirit.
Yeah. My mosquito, my libido, or something.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, that song is so... I love the Weird Al version where it's just like, what is this song all about? Can't figure any lyrics out. All right, and then the second verse is, someday you go through the rain. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light. And then again, I give my life, whatever. And then, yeah, I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. What the fuck does any of that mean?
Okay. The rain, the frog, and survive, you could chop that out to be this survival mission.
Right,
you know?
yeah. I think it's just the first verse that's like,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, that definitely. I didn't think about it, but looking at it now, I'm like, yeah, like, I fly to you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. But yeah, this song is by Cynthia Harrell. I don't know if you guys noticed in the trailers that we watched, the original Metal Gear Solid theme was playing, right? It was
right, yeah.
It was the oh shit, how does that one go? It goes da 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 da. Yeah, And Harry Gregson Williams was actually, he wasn't like too stoked to come back for 3 because he was like, I really don't want to like make a new mix of this theme song again, right? Because MGS2 had a different version, like a remixed version of the original, and he was just like, okay, well, I hope I'm in good hands with Kojima here. And then when Kojima showed him the setting, and he's like, this is in the 60s and we're in the jungle, I do not want to use that theme song ever again. And Harry Gregson Williams was like stoked, like, let's go. So yeah, he's still doing like all the music for everything else, but Cynthia Harrell was the one who did the theme song. I guess she's done Making Love, I don't know what that is, 1977, Mystic Stranger, Sweet Taste of Honey, I Am the Wind, Forever Yours Tonight. Yeah, these are I do not know where she's from, but she did an amazing job. I think that song really sets the tone, so I'm mad that it didn't play as soon as you loaded.
Yeah.
I almost feel like that should play and then let you save so that you don't miss out on it.
That would make sense, yeah.
Because, it's like, how many people forcibly save there? Or not forcibly, but decide to take that option. Like, oh, yeah, I can save here. And then quit out, and then they miss out on that.
Sure. I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure someone saved and quit, like, dinner time or whatever,
Yeah. Chris, give us the rundown. Now you're not doing the virtual mission. Now you're doing Operation Snake Eater.
Yeah.
And why is it called Snake Eater?
Because I eat snakes.
No.
I honestly don't remember.
Okay. No, okay, here's the question, though.
German's going to play, he's going to take on the role of the boss here.
Yeah.
No. Do they actually tell you? Yeah, they do, right?
Yeah, because you're going to take on the Cobra unit.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I mean, I knew they tell you. I just don't remember if they told you this earlier or not, but yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember them, saying that they are the Cobra unit. That's right. Yep.
Yeah,
So
and Major Zero explains why he chose Major Tom, and that was because of the Great Escape, and that supposedly that was the tunnel they used to escape, but he was incorrect. It was Tunnel Harry that they used to escape. So I'm just, that's just Kojima. Like, I just wanted to call him Major Tom for a second.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. It's kind of. So I wanted to ask. So I wanted to ask now that we're getting into it, because the last time I asked something and I felt like we forgot to just kind of go to what I was trying to get at about the boss. Is she badass? And I wanted to first and foremost say that I said she was a badass, and because I wanted to bring up the point that I love strong female characters when they're done right, because when they're done wrong, they suck. When they're and they piss me off, not because I'm against females, it's because it was done wrong. And to me, the boss was done right.
Rey from Skywalker.
Maybe I don't really haven't seen those, but anyways,
don't watch them.
So Chris, you said that when she first takes on Snake, you felt like it was scripted or that maybe he was holding back or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So now, based on what the game's telling us, we're going back in there to prove our innocence, right? Because Khrushchev doesn't believe it. You know, there's possibility of World War III starting, etc., right? Your mission is to infiltrate, take out the boss to prove the innocence, the United States innocence, quote unquote, and then also while you're there, take out Bolgan and the Shah Gohalt, right?
Yeah.
Now that you're there, can you take out?
Yeah,
Vulcan
they might as well, right? And so you know, so you get this whole briefing during that little like rocket ship plane, whatever the hell that is, and when you land, you know, and you kind of go through the little jungle section, and then you see fucking the horse, and you see the boss.
Well, you hear it first. And then
Well, you hear it, yeah. And so then you see the boss comes out again. She kicks your ass again. Now, does this one feel scripted? Does this one feel like Snake's holding back? Or do you feel like Snake just got his ass beat?
This one did not feel scripted like the first one, for sure.
And do you feel Snake was holding back?
No.
No, he got his ass handed.
Yeah.
And that's, she's not using any of her true power, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's at, what would they say? Like
10% of my power.
Yeah. Which, how do you even quantify that? Like, I know they do that a lot in anime. Like, I'm at only 1%, and then 10 seconds later, they power up, and that was actually my 1%, and this is my 10%. I'm not going 100% now, but that's actually 10%. It's like, how do you quantify that? But yeah, it's
is that just what Dragon Ball Z is?
pretty much.
Okay, that's why I can't watch it. Because I've definitely seen episodes where they say shit like that, and I'm like, I think the same thing Chris says. Like, how do you quantify this? Do you have a fucking meter on your arm that goes like? Oh.
Well, they did have scouters at first that could reach people's power levels, and those.
You mean they're midichlorians?
Yes. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, those quickly became obsolete because they learned how to hide their power levels.
Of course.
And so they didn't need those anymore. Then they could sense their power levels, even if they were hiding it. And then it got to the point where that was too much, so they had to introduce God Key, which you couldn't sense as a normal person. But yeah, it's power creep.
Okay.
What it is.
But yeah, anyway, so you show up. You're here to prove your innocence.
How do you get to 9,000?
Train really, really hard.
In 10 times gravity.
Yeah. No. So I forgot. So I'm curious, Noise, because I want to know, because now we might know. So we get introduced to paramedics back with us, right?
Yes.
And we get introduced.
By the way, she I don't know if I called her or something, but she was insanely flirty with me.
Yeah. She can be, I think.
Right. I called her. I don't know what.
Which one, the cure or the save? Because she's got two frequencies.
Well, just to talk to her, not the save one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I was asking her about food or whatever, but super, like, it was almost like Snake and Naomi in the first one, right? Where it's just like, well, if you make it back in one piece, I'll let you do.
Yeah. There was some flirting.
Could you imagine if Snake, made it back and Naomi does, allow the strip search, and then she does a strip search on him, and then she just.
Impressive, Snake.
So anyways, well, okay, so speaking of not Naomi, paramedic, they say so the biggest threats here, or whatever you want to call it, is nuclear war, right? World War III, Snake and fucking Major Zero getting killed and or imprisoned for life, But then they say that, she can lose her medical license too. That's right. Just as bad. I'm like, is it? I'm like, is it? I'm like,
Well, that's what Major Zero says. Major Zero makes it sound like
Major Zero's dead. You're right.
Like it's like the worst.
Yeah.
But if you talk to paramedics, she's like, that doesn't really matter to me. Like, what matters to me is you.
The mission. Yeah.
Well, she makes it clear that she's doing this voluntarily.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's not like, I had to come back because I had no one else and I could lose it. It's, no, I chose to do this. I wanted to come back. I asked them to bring me back on. So.
Yep.
And then Zero blew it out of proportion for her.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what's funny is because Zero's the one that does it, because she didn't make it snap. That's why I was like, yeah, I mean, we're gonna die. She's gonna be like, oh, you can't be a nurse no more. Okay, I guess I'll do something else. Anyways, and then he also introduces to. I remember him doing a burst transmission, but I guess you gotta manually call him to another character.
No, you have to manually call him like the same way as you do Nastasha.
Okay, so you get Sigint. Did you call up Sigint, Chris?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a few times. Not a whole lot, but I did a few times, yeah.
What'd you think about Mr. Sigint?
I thought he was interesting. I kind of like his character, because he's a good contrast to the rest of them.
Yeah. Well,
where
is that a...
Oh, no, not that. Oh my gosh.
Contrast?
No, his like the way he talks and everything. I mean,
well, his background.
The way.
and
What do you
everything,
mean?
too,
What do you mean the way he talks? What do you mean, you people? No, yeah, he's definitely not like he's way more laid back.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first time I talked to him, I was like, should he? It did actually like throw me off. I was like, should he be speaking this way? Like, we're not just chilling in his house.
Yeah, he's very casual about it. Yeah,
He's very, very casual. But I was like, all right, I mean, I guess this is the way he is.
I mean, if
And
you keep calling him enough, he'll call you jive ass turkey, man. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I appreciate the fact that at least so far he's not just used as like a comic relief.
Yes,
Right.
No,
He's just a different character. He's just someone else, and he's not like, oh my gosh, things are super serious. And I understand it is a serious situation, you know, and even paramedics, she's not all serious about everything, but like he does it in a different way where, like you said, he's laid back, he's chill. It's like, yeah, we're just hanging out, bro. You know, come on, coming over, we're having a barbecue kind of thing, you know.
He ain't no punk bitch.
No, but he's actually very damn useful. Unlike a bunch of other your what do you call them, the support characters that are like, oh, call me if you ever need to know anything, and all they tell you is like the population and fucking the biggest city, and you're like, I don't need this shit. Can you help me with my fucking mission, bro? Who would do that? Was it McDowell, right? He would just tell you the most stupidest shit.
Well, because he was liquid.
No. I meant from Ghost Babel.
Oh, McBride.
McBride. No, and then also in Snake,
Well, he was also
Snake's
fucking,
Revenge.
He was
Traitor.
also trying to, yeah.
But also in Snake Eater, there was also somebody else that would just give you just nonsense. And I was like, dude, you guys are the worst fucking support ever.
You mean
this guy will actually tell
Not
you?
Snake Eater, which one?
Not Snake. Snake's Revenge.
Oh.
Or Solid Snake, or maybe Snake's Revenge. I don't even know anymore. But nonetheless, what I'm trying to say is like he's actually useful as right now. Like you call him about any weapon you pick up, any terrain you're in, any animal, he'll be like, oh yeah, that's this, that's that. You know?
Yeah, he's basically a mix of Nastasha and Miller. From one.
Yeah. So you get him. There's a lot of cool codec calls with him. I mean, there's too many. We'll talk to him if we get to them, but there's so many good ones. There's one thing that I don't know if it's happened yet. He does go on to say, I think it might happen later on. It might be a forced call, but I don't think it is. But anyways, he mentions that Major Zero. I think he's like, how did you meet Zero or some shit like that? And he pretty much, this is in the 60s, so there's segregation, right? Mm-hmm. And he just pretty much said how Major Zero just didn't even see color. You know, he was like, no, man, he fucking was right off the bat. He didn't care what I looked like. And, you know, it spoke highly of Major Zero, you know? And I remember just that kind of being like, oh man, that would suck. Like you're this really smart dude. Oh, because he says he developed your sonar radar, which of the other one? Your trank gun. He's the one that developed half the shit you're using right now, you know?
Oh, right, yeah.
And he says, you know, like, yeah, it's like normally, like, you know, someone like me wouldn't be allowed to even participate or do anything, but Major Zero didn't give a fuck, you know? And so to me, I think that spoke highly of Zero, and it was kind of cool to kind of see one of those, like, yeah, this guy, he's smart, and someone saw him for who he is, not for what he looks like, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so then, you know, you see the boss whoops your ass. Pretty damn cool. And on this, you know, when she shoots the bullets at your little plane or whatever and blows it up,
mm-hmm.
I on the PSP version, you can turn on the cutscenes, I believe. I think it's only the cutscenes. You can turn on like the 3D mode, which the game was supposed to come with this little box that you put around your PSP that separates your two eyes, you know, so you can kind of get a 3D effect going on.
Okay,
yeah.
The Vita?
Yeah, the Vita, yeah. And I don't have that because I bought my new, so it didn't come with it. So I made a quick makeshift one. And I remember watching the cutscenes in 3D, and that part in 3D was kind of damn cool with the bullets coming at you. It looked pretty.
I didn't know
cool.
there was a 3D thing on the Vita.
Yeah, for only for the cutscenes, I believe.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I'm pretty damn sure because I know I did it because I don't have the 3DS version of this game, so pretty sure I did that for the Vita.
Yeah,
but
I always thought it was weird that the bullets, the way they come out, they don't come out straight. Yeah, they spin.
They tumble.
Yeah, is that
accurate?
Well, I mean, I guess
like
not
end over end, they tumble?
Huh?
Like the bullets tumble over end? What do you mean they tumble?
Yeah. You don't
the
they tumble.
Oh, that is not how they do in real life. No.
Well, I was gonna say, is it just for that gun? Like, is it specifically to that gun? Because I know
that would be wildly inaccurate if they did.
I wonder why they tumble.
They tumble. Now they tumble. I'll be honest with you here. They tumble ridiculously amount.
Yeah, they're like fucking spinning through the air.
Yeah. Now I was gonna say I don't know like how accurate they wanted to get with this. I want to say it's because of her special gun, because it's doesn't look normal, and you know, Definitely looks like it's been modified, so maybe that's why they tumble.
Yeah.
But anyways,
yeah, it's a gun that doesn't exist IRL as far as I understand it. I mean, I don't even know if we should mention what it's called.
Yeah, but yeah, we won't. Yeah, later. But
and there's another R1 thing there. Did you catch it?
I caught it, and I saw the creepy guy again. Yep,
that creepy guy.
Yeah, there's tons of R1s and.
Quick question: as a ghost, do you need glasses?
No.
How do you know?
Only for the cool effect.
Okay.
Only so you can push them up with your finger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Assuming this guy's a ghost, I'm guessing because he's only he's opaque and shit. You can see through him.
Yeah. Right.
And seems to only show up when it's raining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, only when it's raining. But so she gets your ass and she fucking gives you a speech. Like that. Are you loyal to me or loyal to your country?
Yeah.
Tells you to go home. Tells you to get the fuck out. Because she tells you me and my sons are waiting for you or something up front. Pretty much it's very. What's the word I'm looking for? Because he's on his knees. He's literally sitting there like after he got beat up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's a sitting duck.
Yeah, because I think he makes a phone call later on too. Yeah, he says she's here or whatever. The boss is here, and he's like, "Oh, you gotta take her out." Well, yeah, and he's like, "I don't think I can." He goes, "In sheer technique, she's got me beat." He's like, "I can't beat her." It has nothing to do with me like not being more morally objective. I can't beat her.
She took my gun apart twice, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get back to the good old Sokolov location there, right? Oh, there's like no guards. Like,
wait,
anywhere.
no. By the way, she stops your fucking hand with the horse.
Yeah, she does stomp it
and tells you, if I see you again, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So like she's still taking it easy on you. She's like, okay, I'm gonna let you.
Oh yeah.
I'm giving you this one chance to get back home.
She's toying with you, yeah.
And leave. But I always thought his fucking hand was broken right there. And I expected to have to go into the cure menu.
Or maybe not be able to use it for a little bit or something.
Yeah, but I guess not, And then now you're without a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So now you're without a gun. And like you said, German, there's no guards all the way to not to Sokolov, but where you met Sokolov, right?
The little warehouse, yeah. So you show up there, right? And then all of a sudden you get that's right. The motorcycle comes on. It comes on, right?
Wait. I wanted to point something else too. When she does shoot the ship that you came into, I remember even since the first time I saw it, I was like, she's unloading the entire clip like unnecessarily. Like I'm like, is this for cinematic effect or like what the hell?
Yeah.
And then I realized I was like, oh no, she's trying to draw soldiers' attention to him.
Well, I thought the fire was the attention.
Well, yeah, but also,
the noise,
explosion and more noise.
Yeah.
Because she says like that should give you or something enough time.
That should draw their attention. I think
that should draw their attention. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she purposefully draws fucking soldiers over to you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And what I always do there is I just go backwards to like previous areas, and then I come back and then they're gone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just sitting there and then you're in caution for like. Dude, caution in this game, by the way, lasts
forever. Yeah,
lasts
it's a full 100 seconds or more. Yeah,
yeah, it lasts a minute, so I just always zone out and then come back in, and they're gone.
Okay. No, I always go up close to where they come in from, and I lay down in the grass with the best camo I have. It's like 95%, and they're like, "Oh, what's that?" And then one calls it in, and the second they go both investigate, I just get up and run, and I just pass them.
Nice.
That's what I always do.
Well, I can't really afford to.
Oh no! Yeah, you are
because I'm on European Extreme. So as soon as they see me, I have to start all over.
Yeah. That's very true.
And and I forgot to reiterate last episode. I'm also playing the 3DS modded version of Master Collection, so I can crouch walk. Mm-hmm. That is helping a lot. I'm sure. I gotta say, like
does the 3DS version have the classic camera too, or is it just only the?
It's got the classic camera.
Classic camera. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm still playing classic camera. So
that's why our buddy Spy didn't really like it because there was no real way for him to pan the screen or to use the third-person camera because he's like, I don't have a right stick.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how he was doing it. I think he was doing the claw, maybe, with the D-pad on the left side. And yeah, because that's why I told him, I was like, well, I had the Circle Pad Pro, so yeah, I mean, otherwise I would have given up on Monster Hunter on the 3DS a long time ago.
But
go ahead.
No. So Major Zero, what you call him, Zero tells you you're gonna meet with one of the traitors, if you will. Like
there's code breakers that affect.
Yeah. You meet with Adam, and he tells you that he's like, "How will I know?" or some shit. He goes, "Oh, the password is the keyword is who are the Patriots, and the password is La Lulelo."
Yep.
So that's the first time we hear that in this game.
Whoa.
So,
what does it mean?
Well, and technically the first time in the timeline, because this takes place before the other game. So
True.
Does it?
So anyway, so you get to Sokolov,
Whose
right?
timeline? We don't know if Snake is time traveling still because Raiden's here,
And
according to the trailers.
But speaking of Raiden, I went back and I double checked. I clicked on MGS1 was my favorite, and it gives you the Raiden mask.
Yes.
it gives
Thank you for mentioning
but
that.
you're not wearing it, yeah.
It gave it to me also. So I think it might be an HD collection thing.
Okay.
I don't remember, but yeah.
I think in the original ones it doesn't do that. So the thing that I looked up,
when I played on normal mode and I selected this is my first time playing the series, it did not give me the mask as an option.
Oh.
Okay.
Why the hell does it give it to you on MGS1? It doesn't make any sense.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Maybe Raiden's uncle is in that game.
Raiden's uncle, Royden.
Royden.
Anyways, so freaking...
I'm picturing like a roided out.
Right.
Instead of that skinny ass mofo,
Yeah,
just like this roided out dude.
So anyways, you get this password. All right. You get to this warehouse, and then, this motorcycle turns on, You ask the password. Who are the Patriots? And this woman does not answer. And then all of a sudden, you get ambushed by some guards.
Mm-hmm.
She pulls out her little Mauser gun, right? And she shoots. Now...
Like a gangster.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the same thing. Yeah.
There's one fucking guard, if you remember. Like, he's like the third one they show. He's shooting like a fucking reacher. He is shooting, like, spraying his
like
gun
into
back
the
and
air.
forth. Yeah. And I'm just
like if Vamp was in the room.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. She's standing still on a motorcycle. What are you doing, homie? Like...
There's always one in every movie too. If you notice, there's always one who's always like,
shoot everywhere. Yeah, I always think that's the funniest fucking scene, because I'm like, what are you aiming at, dude? She's right there, But anyway, so she comes out, and then Okay,
well, she says after she kills all of them, she says, what does she say? She saes like,
there's your answer.
There's your answer.
Right?
Yeah, that's.
So instantly right off the bat, right? She gets
good
off
enough
the
for
bike.
Snake, I guess.
Or no, doesn't she yell at him to duck too?
Yeah, well,
she
get out of the way
tells
or
him to
some
duck.
shit.
Yeah, before she starts shooting. Yeah.
So you instantly get the fucking James Bond sex theme, Okay, I will be the first to say this right now. I could care less about her sex appeal.
Could or couldn't?
Couldn't care
Okay.
less. Couldn't care more. I don't like it. My words confuse me. Don't do that to me. I even my first time through as a teenage boy or whatever, however old I was when this shit, I didn't care. I'm like, I don't care about this woman, and the fact that she undoes her fucking top, I don't get it. If she said like, oh, I'm hot, let me unzip it or some shit, she just does it, just fucking straight up does it, Kind of feels out of place to me,
Well, she's the honeypot.
She's the sex appeal.
Yeah,
I know.
She's the attractive spy woman who's sent there to make you do the thing that you're, to keep you on track.
Sure. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like if it was like, well, she does say certain stuff when, when you get back into the little bed in the room there, she goes, what has happened? He goes, where's Adam? And he's like, oh, he couldn't make it, so they sent me instead. And it's like, why? It's like, well, because as a woman, I can do more stuff than Adam,
Oh, yeah. What does she say? It was almost like the Meryl line where women have more hiding places than men.
Yeah, it's something similar to that. And so you're talking to her, and you're talking some shop about how she shot the gun, and yada yada yada.
Oh, dude, this is where like Snake
gets a boner.
Dude, he has such a boner for guns.
Yes.
With the gun that she gives him, he's just like, and the slide lock is like boo boo, and it's like perfectly like so that and it's the safety's easier
to near shim. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
to a mere finish.
To a mere finish. Yeah.
The safety's extended, make it easier on the thumb. And
like he's becoming
every other.
Like he's becoming solid Snake at this point.
No, so that's what I was gonna bring up because I think it's funny because she goes like, he's like, oh, so he says like, oh, that's the broom handle or whatever, right? She goes, yeah, blah blah blah, and she goes, and I think, did he say it or she says it's a Chinese, it's an imitation, And then she goes, don't worry, the one I got for you is American made. And she gives him the gun. He's like, holy shit. Like, he puts out a cigar.
Yeah, he like throws a cigar like, whoa, what is this thing?
Yeah, he gets super excited about that gun. I still remember like thinking like, you know, just the way he talks about it. Like
the camera angles make it way funnier because it's just like different camera angles of his face as he's getting more and more excited. And then more angles of the gun. And it's just like... that's so fucking hilarious.
So you get your gun, and she gives you a uniform, scientist uniform. Oh, okay. Let me add this real quick, Chris. I'm gonna let you know this. Noise. I don't know if you know this, and this is gonna come in handy for our next checkpoint. Whatever you're wearing will be displayed during your cutscenes.
Yes.
So keep that in mind, Chris. Yeah, it's fun. Sometimes it's kind of cool, interesting. I remember back in the day. When I did, I like Metal Gear Solid 2, and I put the mask on. I thought you get a super secret Easter egg or something if you played the whole game with the mask on. But no, nothing happens because up until.
Would you think everyone was going to grab your crotch?
No. I didn't think anyone would grab my crotch, But no, I just thought it was I was like, oh man, like if you're a spy, so if no one knows who the fuck you are, you might get some cool secret Easter egg ending or some shit like that. No, it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
unfortunately. But yeah, so whatever our face paint and or camouflage you're wearing will be represented in the cutscenes. So have fun with that, Chris.
Oh, I already did. There was one time I was going through the swamp and I had the black face paint and the black
let's call it blackface camo.
Okay, yeah, the black paint.
Let's call it Navy SEAL camo.
The black camo and the black clothing, and it went into a cutscene and it still had that. Like, oh, that's cool. So.
Did I say it? I was gonna say, you're wearing the SIGINT camouflage?
Oh my god!
Just playing.
Welcome to our last episode of Codec Calls, where we just before we get canceled.
But yeah, so it reflects. So yeah, it's cool. Sometimes it sucks though, because if you were wearing one because you're in a certain area and you're like, oh, I'm gonna wear this one, and you trigger a cutscene, then you're like, oh man, I look dumb.
Yeah. There's I think the gator thing doesn't work because it's an item.
Yeah, I don't think the gator works. I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie. Did you find the gator hat, Chris?
No.
I think you might be able to find it again later. But
okay.
But it's in the swamp part, which is after this.
I don't think you can go back to this spot.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think there's a chance to find it later. But with that,
I get what you're saying.
With that being said, did you notice you can find other camos and face paints? Okay.
Yeah, I found the snow and I think one other one as well.
The zombie face paint or rain? Or,
zombie face paint. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
The skull, basically.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. I remember when I found
face.
No, I remember when I found my first camo. Right now they're in this playthrough. I was like, oh yeah, you fucking you had to look for them because my save file has all of them, So I was like, oh yeah, you had to fucking actually look for shit. That's kind of cool. I remember that, I'm not really trying to hunt for the geckos, but
I'm finding all of them.
Are you? I'm not. Yep. I'm not. I kind of just browse through. I'm like, where was this one? And I'm like, oh yeah, he was over here, and I'll look at him and I'll just leave. So I'm not really doing those. What do you call them again? Not geckos.
Keratin. Keratin.
So I'm not really fucking with them, but so let's get back to the section here we're talking about. So you're there with Eva, and she tells you to take a nap. She's like, go to fucking sleep,
Yeah.
She's
like, he's literally passing out. He's like, ugh.
Because you literally this is 1 week after that incident. So
and you've been in the ICU and everything. Yeah.
After you got your fucking elbow broken, beat up, tossed over a bridge into and almost drowned. And then exposed to a freaking fallout.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, even paramedic was like, "You should not be on this mission right now."
Yeah.
So she tells you to take a nap, and then she's outside, doing something. I don't really know what.
Oh wait, well, she says that she has to leave, and
oh yeah.
He's kind of like, what does he say? I don't know. He kind of doesn't want to be alone, but also he doesn't trust her, and so she's like, "Well, I'll do something special for you, right?" And just puts her cleavage right in your face.
Mm-hmm.
And, naturally you press R1. And so she says she'll watch over you until the morning. But yeah, then she goes outside and starts, fucking around with the ET phone home thing.
Yeah. No,
I love that scene, even if you don't press R1 and it cuts to the end, like from her point of view, he's just totally staring down.
Dude, that's what's so funny. Like, yeah.
It's so obvious.
Yeah, his eyes are straight at her chest. It's funny both ways because it's just like, okay, so do I stare at her boobs or do I watch Snake stare at her boobs?
So you go to sleep, she does some weird shit, you wake up, and then you get another little R1 where you can see her butt if you want to.
Yeah.
Right. So you get a little peek, a little sneak peek.
And I didn't notice, but I accidentally, while I was doing that, I hit R2, and it opens your eyelids more.
Oh no way!
Really?
Yeah. Because if you just hold R1, like your eyelids are like they're kind of squinting, and then I must have accidentally like hit R2 at the same time. Because I was like, and some of them you can like move the camera, right?
Yeah.
R1.
Oh yeah.
And so I was just like tapping all these buttons, and then R2 opened my eyelids more, and I was like, whoa!
No way!
I was like, what the hell? I can open my eyelids more?
Okay, I gotta try that. But this brings me to this point. What the fuck was she doing naked?
Oh yeah,
or not naked, but like at least without her jumpsuit.
Yeah, undressing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like she didn't change clothes. She didn't like. Why the fuck were you naked?
Does she just sleep in her swimsuit or?
By the way, it's a swimsuit, right? It looks like a swimsuit in every way, shape, or form.
It really does. Yeah.
And very ahead of its time. Like the '60s, I guess. Well, I guess of the time because the '60s was kind of like it was like free the nipple era, right?
Yeah.
Like before free the nipple was a thing, because like the '60s, everyone's like, let's drop some acid and hang out all naked and shit. Woo!
Yeah, Summer of Love, '69. Yeah, very provocative.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, I always question why was she naked. I still don't know why to this day, Chris. But anyways, so she's like, okay, so you get it. All of a sudden, Ocelot units here, So
Snake hears something, and then she, with the loudest of voices, goes, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "We're surrounded." You dumb bitch! Aren't you a spy? Can't you fucking hear someone outside?
Yeah, no shit. And you're supposed to remember she was supposed to be watching. So good job.
Yeah, what the hell? You had one job.
How did the dude with spurs sneak up on us?
Seriously.
He might as well just come in. Giddy up. So anyway, so you get to...
I know, he might as well just announce himself,
Yeah. Sure, God damn it. So you get the little forced encounter with the Ocelot unit, right? Now, I'm telling you this much. Damn, it's been a while since I played this game. There was one guard that kept catching me. It wasn't killing me or anything like that, but I'm like, where the fuck is this son of a bitch? He was on the roof. Yes. I forgot. I was like, dude, he's supposed to be in this building. And I'm like, and he's like, there he is. And he would like shoot and throw grenades. I'm like, and I was like, where is this dumb motherfucker? And I was like, oh, he's on the roof. I'm like, God damn it, I forgot about him. So I don't know. Like, I don't know how you fared in this situation, in this gunfight. Did you do okay, Chris? I'm assuming.
I actually didn't get caught until I went to the roof because I was going to be sneaking. I was like, oh, I'll climb up on the roof. They won't see me up there. And I got to the top and, who's that? And I was like, what? How'd they see me? And I look over and the guy is right there. I was like, oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me because there's nowhere for me to hide at that point.
So you went through the crawl space?
Yeah. Because they go out the door, right? Like, because they come in the room and I hid under the bed and they like look around there and then they go back out and I kind of like followed them slowly. And as soon as they went around that like corner where there's that like half wall there, I just crawled out of the room and went through that crawl space to the other side. And
oh wait, so you went into the crawl space from the outside?
No, from the inside.
Oh, okay.
You crawled out and then
I crawled through that like because there's that room there where there's like those boxes stacked and everything right before that when you come out of.
Yeah.
So I went around in there and then I crawled like to the left out that side there because they went around to the right and then back.
Well, see, that's what's confusing me the way you're describing it, because there's the panel that Eva goes into, you can go through that.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yes.
But I did. One thing I did notice was the first part, because I was crawling under the house and everything there. I noticed there was that spot that was like glowing, and I was like, that's gotta mean something. Well, it's right under that hatch. If before all this happens, so the first time you go in there when you go to rescue
Sokolov?
Yeah, almost said Spopovich for some reason. Spopovich.
Oh, okay.
You can crawl under the house. And I was under there and I was looking around exploring like, okay, what's under here? And there's a part right under where that hatch is that's like kind of glowing. It looks a little bit different. Like there's light shining through almost.
Okay. Maybe
and I went to that area and I went to first person mode and there's nothing there. And I was like, what the heck? This has got to mean something. Like there's got to be something here.
But,
and then as soon as she like moved the stuff around and opened the hatch, I was like, yep, there it is.
Yeah. Well, during Sokolov, you can't do anything with it. It's only during...
Right, because the bed's in the way.
Yeah. But,
and according to game logic, you cannot move objects until the script says you can move objects.
Yeah. But yeah, so then, you get your little Ocelot squad? What are they? Unit.
Ocelot unit, yeah.
Squabble. And again, nothing hard, but okay. As of right now, this was definitely more, what do you want to say, tactical assault than just a standard alert.
Yeah.
Did you find them to be kind of at least a little bit AI, a little better than previous enemies?
I mean, they were fairly easy. I was playing on easy. They were fairly easy for me to beat. Because I like the guy that found me on the roof, and there was actually two of them up there. I ended up like doing the little combo thing, the little punch kick, and he fell down. And then I went after the other guy, and he'd like fallen onto that, like there's that like girder that goes across or whatever, the I-beam or whatever it is to support, and he fell onto that. And then when he went to get up, I don't know if it glitched or if he was like not on ground anymore, but then he fell.
Oh, really?
Weird.
So they were both on the ground. And I remember it was in evasion, and I just knelt down. I get laid prone on the roof, and it just went away. Like it didn't even go to caution. It just was over. So I was like, okay. And then I just picked them off one by one.
Okay. No, that's perfect. No, but I wanted to say, so I don't know if you've noticed as of yet, but there are different weapons now. Instead of everyone just having the same fucking AK or some shit like that. They will have shotguns and machine guns.
I did notice
and
that.
Snipers.
Yeah.
And it's fucking makes it fun,
Yeah. And they brought back the riot shield also.
Yes, they did. So, anyways, you knock out all these guys, right?
Wait, how did you do, German?
Me? I told you I got caught by that roof guy like 4 fucking times.
Oh, yeah.
It pissed me off, dude. I was pissed off. Dude. I was like, where the fuck? I was doing great. I knocked out everybody but him. He caught me once. I said, I missed him, whatever. I'm crawling in the bushes or whatever, the tall grass, going Pokemon on him and shit, you know? And then fucking, like, he kept catching me. And I'm like, where is this dumb motherfucker? Anyways, I caught him. So the second you knock out the final one, you get a little cutscene, which is, it's kind of funny because I did it right where it's supposed to play, but it still obviously spawned me a little further down in the building, So, you hear, pa 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 pa. You hear like 6 shots, And then you come over and Ocelot's got a hold of Eva, Eva or Eva? Eva.
Yeah.
Eva.
Yeah. So he's got a hold of her, right?
I figured that was a play on Adam and Eve, but I could be wrong.
Well, maybe. Yeah. So anyways, yeah.
Well,
so
he's got they call the code breakers, I guess. Yeah. Zero says it, Adam and Eva.
So anyways, you see Ocelot here with her, and he's like, "That's it." I love Ocelot, by the way, but he's like,
"That stance.
That's the stance." He's got a bullet as a necklace, right? That's maybe signifying that's the one that was fucking the one he got jammed up on him, right?
That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah. Okay, good thing you got that. So he's all like, he's talking shit. He's like, "Oh, I got a fucking revolver now, like no accidents, And Snake's all like, "Oh, you call that an accident? Whatever, right?" And he tells him, and I said this line to my cousin when it was funny because he says, "Oh, nice gun, man." He goes, "But those engravings won't give you any tactical advantage whatsoever, right?" It says it in Snake's, it's like straight, just very straight mode. My cousin bought this gun, a Beretta 9mm, I don't fucking know, some gun. And he sent me a picture of it. And it's got engravings on it. It's got some kind of like a Grim Reaper or something like that. I don't fucking know. And I sent that same line to him. I said, "Oh, it's nice." I said, "But those engravings won't give you any kind of edge, And I was like, "That don't mean shit. Like, I still got you beat or something like that." And he's like, "Fuck you then." And I was like, "Dude, I'm kidding. It's from a game, dude. Don't get all bummed." And I'm like, "It's a pretty gun. It's pretty. Anyways, so, he's like, "Oh, fuck you." Ocelot's all pissed, and Snake just goes. Besides, he goes, "You don't got what it takes to kill me," So he points the gun at him and click, no bullets. Yep. And
by the way, before that, he gropes Eva.
Oh yes, I just skipped that. Yeah, he
That's right. Yeah.
Because I guess he thought it was a man, and then when he feels the tit, he's like, "Wait, this is a woman."
He's like, "A woman?"
Which I don't know how you she's not. Anyway.
I mean, people are grabbing each other's crotches to make sure that they're men or women in this game.
Yeah. Okay, I also was going to say, if this was Raiden from behind, you wouldn't be able to tell either. It is a man unless you grab his crotch.
Yeah, but by this point, he had seen her from the side. You're gonna know. True. They're not small.
No,
right? Like they're not hidden. She's not wearing such baggy clothing that you can't tell.
I agree with you on that point. Exactly. She's got a girly figure. 100%.
But I guess also in this time there weren't like many women soldiers.
That's true.
So I guess at first glance you're kind of like everyone's a man, because only men go to war or whatever at this point in time. And then he also makes a comment that she's wearing perfume.
Yep. He says his bitch is wearing perfume. Right, yep, that's right. Now, okay. I'm gonna say this one thing here. Maybe I'll wait for the next episode. I'll wait for the next episode. But so, anyways, he gropes her, and smells her. Kind of creepy. But
Ocelot, no.
Well, no, the second that segment there. So, anyways, she beats his ass, right? Kicks his ass, knocks him down. Does probably the most ridiculous thing, and that's coming from a guy who's played every goddamn Metal Gear game. She does some kind of fucking backflip on her motorcycle off of him.
Oh, I don't understand. No, that didn't make any sense at all. No. I mean, not including her forward momentum. There's no way he would be able to support the weight of that bicycle. No, motorcycle, I should say. Let alone, adding in her forward momentum. Yeah, that made. And then how much air she got off of that. It's like, what? Yeah.
It's just a classic motorcycle uppercut. What do you mean?
What's funny is the first time I ever saw that when she, pops a wheelie, I was like, oh, she's just going to run him over. Cool. Nope, she does a full fucking giant backflip. I'm like, how? I'm like, dude, what the fuck? What's going on?
She basically used them as a wall.
Yes, dude.
So when she first started doing it, I thought the same thing, German. Like, she's going to run him over. And then she kind of does a wheelie and she, like, jumps up a little bit. And I was like, oh, she's going to, like, hit her back tires on his face, knock him over, and then like right over him to kind of like I've made a fool of you kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And then she does that, and I was like, what?
And then keeps going up. And you're
what? Like, what? That's of all three options, this is the worst.
Yes, I think it looks horrible. Anyway, I still to this day
I love it. I think it's like a great way to humiliate him because she even leaves a tire tread on his face.
She does. And what's funnier is that motorcycle isn't any light by any means. She's got like baggage on the sides. I mean, it's a fucking heavy duty. Like
motorcycles back in the day for sure were not even.
Yeah,
these are fucking motocross.
No, this ain't no moped.
It's not a sports bike.
Freaking heavy ass bike, and she flips it in the air like nothing. Anyway, so she's gonna go shoot him, and Snake's like, no. He's like, he's young. He's still learning or some shit.
He's still young.
And so she's like, I gotta get back there. I gotta beat him.
Well, she says you're gonna regret that.
Yeah, she does.
Which is kind of funny because it's like when you think about where Ocelot ends up, it's like was that like a wink to the player? Like, yeah, if you killed him here, like a lot of things would probably go a lot better if he wasn't alive.
I kind of got that from that. Yeah,
or as a wink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So she goes out. She opens the next section for you, which is I always kind of not always. My original playthroughs back in the day.
Well, she says she's got to beat Ocelot back.
Yeah. But I'm supposed to say she opens up the gate for you to go more north. I never remember I'm like, oh yeah, if it wasn't for her, like I can't go. Because I remember going back there, not this playthrough, but in previous playthroughs and being like, oh, what if I go more north to the swamp? And before I talk to you, and you can't because she's the one that busts the gate open.
Yeah, snakes can't climb fences.
Yeah, again, one of those some things that take me out of the immersion. But anyways, so you go north to the swamp place we were talking about earlier.
Oh, wait. So, quick thing for those playing along. If you're collecting the Keraton frogs, this is your moment in time to go backwards. You need to go backtrack because...
Oh, yeah.
So, in the Virtuous mission, the Keraton frogs... Yeah, all those three or four zones, whatever they are, the Keraton frogs are in certain positions. But now, in the Operation Snake Eater, they're in different positions in the same zones.
They're completely different Keratons.
Yes, so you have to go back there and look for new Keraton.
So you got to get the 3 or 4 in Virtuous and 3 or 4 in this one. Yep.
Yeah, so just in case you're like, oh, I don't have to go back there because I've already been there.
Nope.
These are different Keraton frogs, so just in case you're collecting them, now's the time because now you have a gun again because obviously your other gun got destroyed by the boss.
Yeah.
But
I still only found the one in the Virtuous mission.
Really?
Which one did you find?
The one on top of that like fallen tree trunk. It's still standing up.
The hollowed out trunk.
Yeah. the one on top of that. That's the only one I found.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
they're
keep
hidden.
looking around. They're really well hidden,
They're
man.
fucking hard.
Okay.
That's
There's
hard.
one that you're going to run into that's like literally the camera
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Yeah, there's
pans
one or two
right
that
at
do
it.
that. Mhm.
Yeah, I found the one when you go to that base, that small base. I found the one that was in the building there.
The small base. Where are we talking?
It was
about?
under a bed.
Yeah, just north of the swamp area, I believe.
Yeah. So you get past those electric fences,
Uh-huh.
and then they have like there's that like
Oh yeah, yeah,
Not
with
really a
the trenches.
yeah
Mm-hmm.
yeah
Mhm.
Oh
That's
yeah.
where you find one of the camels. I think the snow, right?
Yes.
yes yeah the snow outfit yeah
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that area. And it's got the like the turrets and stuff
mm-hmm.
that I guess you can use according to the trailer.
Yeah. Did you try using it, Chris?
I did not.
Nah.
You don't want to send anybody off, and I'm not allowed to because I'll set off the whole goddamn camp. Instant game over.
Now I don't know if I should.
Oh, which
say
by the
this.
way, I did want to mention the ocelot unit part with.
Oh wait, actually I did. Yes, I did try using the turrets. That's right, I did. Yeah.
Is it infinite ammo?
I
think so,
didn't
but I
pay
don't remember.
attention, but I killed a couple of guys with it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They jump like crazy, don't they?
Yeah.
Fucking massive recoil on those things.
But yeah, the ocelot unit on European Extreme,
Mm-hmm.
like it's I had to like kind of remember my pattern because when you're trying to do a no detected or like the highest rank whatever back in the days. So there's two guys outside of the window that you got to get first. So you can I put everybody to sleep. I have only accidentally killed one guy, and that's because of the thing I told Chris about like, yeah, if you press the wrong thing while you're holding somebody, you'll cut their throat. I literally did that. I was like, God, I was like, damn it. I was trying to interrogate him and I murdered him. But
L2.
it's L2 that kills him. I think.
What?
No, I don't
L2
remember.
interrogates.
L2 interrogates?
Yeah.
No.
Should. L2.
Oh my God. Now, I'm going to kill someone else on accident. Anyways. So yeah, so you trank the two guys on the left side of the window. And then what you do is you hide under the bed and you wait for them to open the door. But at the same time, you're cooking a stun grenade. And so as soon as they open the door, you throw the stun grenade like right at the doorway and you knock out those four dudes right away. It's just like, psh, they're done. And then my route usually is I walk out a little bit and then trank the guy that's in the roof because he's sticking out.
Oh yeah.
And here's a little trick, Chris, because if you know where somebody is, in first person, you could actually peek with R2 and L2. So if you peek, they can't see you because like your hitbox doesn't move with you. It's just the camera. So you can literally.
It's not like MGS2 then.
No, same thing with MGS2. Like
MGS2, when I went in first person and peeked, they would see me.
No, they shouldn't have been able to see you.
I don't know too much about that.
Well, for sure on this one they don't, because that's how I usually get the guy on the roof.
But I remember in MGS1, that's what German said. It was that you could do that whole thing with Meryl in the beginning. Like you could peek out and look at her, and she doesn't see you.
Well, in one, there's no peeking.
No, not like wall press peeking. No,
we're talking about first person peeking.
Oh, okay. I see. Never mind. Okay, carry on.
Yeah. So your hitbox doesn't move with the camera.
Okay.
So you can literally like peek out at someone like that's a foot away from you, and they still won't see you because your hitbox doesn't move out with you. But yeah, then you get that guy, and then there's a dude. I think there's like two more dudes, and then that's it. Like I think that's like the quickest way to do it.
Yeah, that's about it. Usually, what I would do too is throw a smoke grenade and then just run in there and you see their asses.
Oh well,
they're all coughing and shit. So you're like, blah, blah, blah.
I would love to do that, but there's a mechanic that doesn't exist until later.
Yeah.
But the stun grenade just takes them all out like
that's true
instantly. And also, there's a locker in there that has thermal goggles.
Damn. Okay, I couldn't remember where the fuck the numbers were.
I found thermal goggles before that.
But in Virtuous
Mission,
you lose them.
Yeah, so. I mean, in Virtuous Mission, you also get a sniper if you look hard enough.
Yeah,
but in the Operation Snake Eater, it's in the in that locker with where you meet Eva.
So speaking of sniper rifle, there's a technique that in Chris's version will work. And originally it works, and in this version it works. It's just a little harder. I don't know why. So you can actually snipe with any gun you want, including your shrink gun. If you pull out your binoculars, zoom into whatever you want, put your crosshairs right on it, and then you unequip it, but you have to have your handgun ready, and then go first person and the square button immediately. It's kind of like, not immediate. It's like a very very special rhythm, but it's easier on your version, Chris. And the point is, he'll go into first person and be aiming the gun exactly where you left your binoculars, so you can snipe with it. So
since there's no bullet drop.
Okay. So that's what I would do back in the day. So that's something you can do.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Yeah. But yeah, around this like mini base area, there's like a dish on top or something.
Yeah, so before that, Chris, in the swamp area, Chris, did you So I want to talk about swamp real quick. So I was looking for something there, and I'll say it later, much later. But point is, I couldn't remember. I always have trouble finding this thing. But anyways, because
the swamp area. Which one are you talking about? The one where
all the crocodiles
with the fences? Oh wait,
no.
Were you swimming?
Yeah, you're swimming with all the crocodiles.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Did you get killed by a crocodile?
No.
Damn, I did.
Did you get one shotted?
No. Yeah, when you're swimming, they'll fucking just drown you.
They'll do the crocodile roll on you.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
I saw them and I avoid them. Like I avoid them like the plague.
Yeah, no, I forgot about that because I was looking for this certain thing and I was like, "Where the fuck is it?" And I couldn't find it, and I got close to it. Well, actually, one was swimming towards me, and I saw him, and I thought I cleared him, and all of a sudden it's like, and I was like, "Game over!" Like, you piece of shit.
Yeah, it's just a cutscene. It's just like you're done.
I got so mad, but. Other than that, in this session, Chris, I wonder if did you by any chance find you're losing your stamina really, really fast?
Not fast, but I did notice the leeches.
Oh, okay.
Quite by accident, actually.
Oh, okay.
You heard something kissing you, and you're like, "What's?"
I heard that sound. And I didn't think anything of it at first.
What kissed me?
And then I had called. No, because I found them before I did the call. Before paramedic did that call. Where did I get them? I think it was before that section.
Yeah, I think you can get them in the first swamp area.
Yeah,
but you don't get any cure menus until you get thrown off the bridge. So
that does. Oh,
so it must have been. Well, so what happened in this one after the thing with Eva? Eva. I backtracked all the way to the beginning.
Okay, so you went back to that first little swamp area.
I noticed the leech because something had happened. One of the people in my chat had noticed that on easy mode. The wounds will cure themselves after a short time.
They do on all modes, but easy is the fastest.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you could just leave them.
Yeah, you can leave them.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can just walk around with a broken leg.
It'll heal after a while, but yeah.
Yeah. Like it'll show that portion on your health where it's like
right.
You need to heal this, but yeah, after a short time, it just heals itself and goes back. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, how big is your health bar?
It's most of my stamina.
So it's like the entire length of your stamina.
Yeah, it pretty much. It's
mine is not. Mine is.
Yeah.
Mine is less than a quarter of it.
I noticed the difference between easy and normal.
Oh,
okay.
So I would assume on European.
Dude, yeah, on European Extreme, it's less than a quarter of the stamina.
Yeah,
damn.
Like I can get hit twice, maybe.
I guess you can get hit by non-human enemies. That's right.
Yeah,
and boss fights, obviously. So.
But yeah, I happened to notice them then, and I was like, leeches. I was like, huh. So I'm looking through the stuff I have and everything, and I was like, the only thing I could think of would be cigar. So I tried that, and it worked.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until later that I had done the call with paramedic. And she's like, oh, by the way, there's leeches in this area. If you get any, use your cigar. And I was like, oh, I already figured that out. I'm proud of myself. And then she talked about the bug juice or whatever it was. And I was like, oh, that's what that's for. Because I had no idea.
I was literally just about to say, it wasn't until last year when I played this game that I finally realized what the bug juice was for.
Oh, really?
I guess I just was not paying attention when paramedic said it to me. But yeah, you just use bug juice.
Well, it's an optional call.
Oh, no, but
yeah.
I must have called her, and because I got a...
You probably had it on you.
Because I was calling left and right, like German, when I first got the game. So I must have just missed that one. But yeah, it's a preventative, so you use it first, and I think it lasts 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes or something like that.
It's enough.
Maybe it depends on the difficulty, yeah.
That's
yeah,
it, actually.
And then after a while, you start curing the kisses again, and then it's just like...
Which I'll admit, it's not like you run out of cigar, as far as you know, Chris, but, it's just burn them off. No big deal,
Is someone doing a halo jump in your area?
No, there's by the airport. You can hear it. Damn, and that's with neon comms, bro.
Put that cigarette out, German. You're about to do a halo jump.
No, but
or cigar. What'd I say? Cigarette?
Yeah,
I think cigarette. Yeah, like I personally, I remember. Okay, my first time playing this game ever. I don't fucking know. I must have gotten called by her on like a forced call, or I called her. She told me about the leeches, and I took them off. Never paid attention again. My second playthrough, I was in there and I'm looking for the frogs, the keratins or whatever. And I was looking for that one in that zone. I was in that water like crazy. Forgot all about the fucking leeches. Man, my stamina, like I didn't, and I didn't, and your stomach grumbles. By the way, I don't know if you've.
I was just about to say, if Chris has noticed that.
And I was
like, I haven't noticed that yet. No.
Okay. No, yeah, your stomach would hella grumble. And I remember like going, playing this, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I would eat stuff. My stamina was depleting like crazy. And I was like, what's going on, man? You know, like, because this is my second playthrough. Like, I know what to do now, you know? Mm-hmm. And I was like, I made it pretty damn far with the fucking leeches on my ass. And then I was like, I think I broke something. I was like, oh, let me go heal it. And I was like, leeches. I'm like, you son of a bitch. I'm like, I've had these things on for this long. I hella forgot all about them. So I think it's a cool little mechanic they introduced. I kind of wish there was more leeches in the other areas, like in just in general, not just in swamp areas, you know?
And by the way, your stomach grumbling, enemies will hear that.
Yes, they will.
It's like it's like the snake being sick sneeze thing.
Yeah.
If your stomach grumbles, people are like, "What the hell is that?" And they'll fucking go and investigate.
They'll go investigate. So you should definitely eat. Okay, so
did we talk about the fences area?
Not yet.
No,
because
that's right after this part.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because we only skipped ahead a little bit when we were talking about the turrets area.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do something real quick on outgoing. Chris, can you hear me? Okay. So I muted my outgoing to Chris.
Okay.
Should we say that you can freaking sabotage their bases, their rations, their ammo depots, and all that stuff, or just let them play like this?
I honestly forgot about that stuff.
Oh. No, yeah, I'm back on with Chris. So that's something. That's a new feature I'm gonna do whenever I want to say something. I don't want Chris to hear. I'm just gonna turn off the feed to him. You know, I'm gonna do a short burst to noise only.
Okay.
I'll
make sure I'll cut in the.
Yeah. What'd they say in MGS1? Turn off your monitor or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's so
instead of like German going like noise. About Chris. What about Chris? Yeah. You idiot Miller. Like, you immediately are just like, it's about Naomi. What about Naomi?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Colonel was like right there.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so instead of like telling Chris like to take off his headphones or fucking, you know, put his fingers in his ear, like, I'm just going to turn off the feed to him, you know?
Well, that's what we did. Oh, no, last time we told him to deafen himself, right? Or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I guess we could have just cut off our own.
But anyways, so you get to the electric fence part. We'll move on from that for now. So the electric fence part, I will admit, I love getting shot by it. Oh.
In the swamp part, did you by any chance fall into a pit?
No, but I came close to it.
Oh, okay. There's a pit that always catches me because I'm always like, what's it? Like, as soon as I hear something, I stop and then I fall into this pit.
Okay, I forgot about that pit. I got to go back and find it.
It's on the west side. Because there's two different exits here, right?
Yeah. If
you go to the west side past the tree trunk, there's a pit that you can fall down. Mm. And near that pit, there's a tree you can climb. Mm-hmm. And there are like two ropes that you can use to get to a cliffside. I don't know if you noticed that, Chris. There's like a little cliffside with an item box.
I did notice that, yeah.
So the only way to do it is to go through this tree.
Across,
and then shimmy across this line. But this line also requires you to do like the drop hang thing that we're doing in MGS2 to get better grip.
Okay.
So you have to like press X and then triangle real fast to grab onto the next rope. And then that'll take you to the cliff, and that cliff side has the alligator hat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So going west is where the pit is, which will take you starting in one area for the next fenced area, but then also on the east side, there's a trap. There's like
predator trap.
Yeah, there's literally like a predator trap.
A fucking log, right?
Is it the log on this one?
I think it is, right?
I think so.
Oh, there's because there's a yep. I remember setting that off. And I was like, this is some sort of trap, so I'll do it from a distance.
Okay.
And I set it off, and I was just off center enough that it didn't hit me.
Oh, so it is a log?
Just off center enough.
Okay, because I think there's different types. I think they're not just logs.
Yeah, that one was a spiked log. I saw another one later that I didn't set off because I think there were people in the area, and I didn't want to alert them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have the thermals, you can see these traps.
Mm-hmm. Easier. Now, test this, because now I forgot. And I'm going to go back and find that pitfall because I forgot about that pitfall. I believe if you're stalk walking and you get close to a trap, he will like have the little exclamation over his head or something like that. Like he'll be like, oh shit, it's there, you know?
I just always roll over them. Like, just the dive roll.
No, but I mean, like, if you were like your first time playing through and you're going slowly, if you think there's traps, well, again, why wouldn't you crouch walk the entire game? Because it would take forever. But let's just say you're crouch walking or not stock walking.
Right.
He will be like, oh shit, like he'll stop and be like, oh, there's a trap here,
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's this game. I'm 99% sure it's this game. So I'll try that.
I've never tried it. I always either accidentally trip them or I just dive roll.
Yeah,
I always forget.
Exactly. And then once
as soon as I say it, I'm like, because I'm going like full speed. I'm like, oh god, dive.
But yeah, so electric fence section, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like getting shocked there for fun, but I don't really think there's anything super important here, is there?
Well, you get introduced to claymores.
Yeah.
If you go the west, I think it's on both sides. Yeah, there's claymores on both sides, and the notorious dogs are introduced.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about the doggies.
Which I did not have any problem with the dog. Even when I alerted the guards, I think there was one time I was attacked by a dog. But like the 3 or 4 times that I alerted guards in that area, I heard them barking in the distance, but they never came after me.
What the hell?
Yeah.
It's easy though.
Again, I'm in easy mode, yeah.
Yeah, because even on normal, I'm always like, God damn these fucking dogs. Like, so there's different strategies you can use. I mean, you can put them to sleep with a dart gun, but they don't stay asleep very long.
No, they don't.
You can murder them. They don't count as kills.
Okay.
But you get yelled at by fucking paramedic, I think, right?
Probably. I didn't call her. I just murdered some of them. But the other option is to, if you have any food on you, throw it, like, as a distraction for them, and then they'll go off to eat them.
So how do you do that? Because I was looking through that, and
how you do that?
Yeah.
How do you do that thing you do?
There's the option to consume and discard.
So you have to go into your backpack.
Dora the Explorer.
Okay.
Take out your purple backpack. Is it purple?
Dora's, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Purple, yeah.
Yeah. Get your magenta ass backpack. So if you go to the weapons side, it'll be a certain. Is it the weapons side?
I want to say it's weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually equip those things as weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. I know it doesn't really tell you, but remember, food is food, only eating. But if you go to backpack and then you do weapons or items, that's where you can take off stuff you don't want and bring stuff that you do want. So you can bring any of those foods with you. Equip them on you so you can then throw the food or whatever.
Yeah, you can add them. Yeah, you can add them as an item, and then you just, since it's pressure sensitive, depending on how hard you hold it before you let go of the button, is how far the item will go.
Okay.
And it's best to do it in first person because otherwise you're just going to throw it straight.
Yeah. It's in first person. So you absolutely can throw a lot of stuff, and you can also throw I think poisonous shit to the dogs, and they will die too, if I remember correctly.
Oh, because there's poisonous dart frogs in that swamp in the previous area. So try that on other enemies. Yeah. Like,
did you eat anything poisonous? Do you call, like, I remember my first playthrough, every new item I got, I called and see what it was.
I called on everything. Yeah. I didn't get it. She mentioned there were poison dart frogs or something like that in the area, but I never actually caught one.
Okay.
So there is actually a trophy for you catching every single type of flora and fauna in this game. I don't think it gets you anything, but it does get you a trophy. Because like in the area where you land in the Virtuous mission, they added like these I think they're called Markovs. They're like goats.
Yeah.
They added that in that area. So if you're into collectathons, that's a part of this game.
Okay.
And I think, is it also, because I know at some point you get a camera like you do in every MGS. I don't know if there's also a trophy for like taking pictures of all the.
I don't think about the pictures, but I could be wrong. But I know for sure capture them. You don't even have to eat them. You just got to capture it, get the meat, and that's it.
Oh, has anything spoiled for you, Chris?
Not yet.
Okay,
so if you want to keep something fresh, you could actually dart it. You can carry 3 things alive.
Okay.
And then the rest of the things can be dead. But anything dead obviously will spoil. Like basically, you're playing the forest.
Nice.
But yeah, and you can eat the spoiled stuff, and it'll kind of help, but also kind of fuck. I forget what it does. It's almost like eating something poisonous. It doesn't bode well for you. But I think you can feed the spoiled stuff to the dogs. I don't really think it affects them.
Yes, I think you can too. You can feed it to guards too. Let's just say that much.
So the guards will eat shit that you throw at them?
Yeah, if you do certain stuff.
Certain stuff
that we were talking about. La little conversation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The monitor's off conversation.
Oh, I don't think I've actually done what
that?
You said. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hold on. Chris, hey, guess what? Bye. They
Wait, should I cut off my feed? Hold on. Let me cut off my feed then.
if you destroy their food supplies, you know, I think there's a couple of them, they will 100% start starving. And so when you go into zones, they'll be like, oh, I'm so hungry. Their stomachs will growl. And then you fucking throw food, any kind of food at them, and they'll fucking gobble it up. Poisonous, rotten, they don't give a fuck.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hi, Chris.
We're back. Hey, welcome back.
But anyways, guards will eat stuff you throw at them. So, and I think you can do this. So now we talked about this. I think you can also throw, like, if you catch a live poisonous snake, like a coral snake or something like that, you can throw it at them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they mentioned, like, with the boas and stuff, you could throw that and they would attack them. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can throw boas, you can throw poison. If, like I said,
there's a goddamn cobra, by the way, in that one of the beginning areas that always gets me.
I know. Yeah, I thought it was a reticulated python.
Nope.
And I was like, oh, cool, and it bit me, and my thing started flashing, and I was like, what the heck was that?
Yeah, it's a fucking black cobra.
And then I can't remember if it was a force call or if I had called her afterwards, but I spoke to paramedic, and she's like, Snake, you have to use a serum to heal yourself. And I was like, oh, okay, that was a poisonous snake. Cool.
And there's also fucking poisonous spiders.
Yes.
Oh, those I haven't had a problem with yet. Interesting.
Yeah. Yet. No. Yet. But
okay.
But call back to MGS 1 with the fucking serum, or antidote, I guess it was in that game, huh?
Antidote for what?
With the scorpions.
In which one?
Oh, Metal Gear 1.
Oh, you said MGS 1. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. Metal Gear 1. So Scorpions? I don't even remember.
No.
Oh, yeah.
The desert, yep.
I forgot.
Which there is also scorpions in this one. Spoiler. But also, the life medicine. I remember, I forgot all about it. I never use it. So
that takes place to the ration, doesn't it? Of the original ration? Or what does the life one do?
Well, it refills your life, but I don't think it does automatically. I think you manually have to trigger. I don't ever use it. I've never used it, even on my original playthroughs. I'm like, nope.
I don't mean like if it's equipped.
Oh,
but I mean it takes place of what the original ration used to do.
Yes. Yeah, okay. I never used it ever, so I always instantly just go in the menu and take it off.
Yeah, it just takes up a slot.
Yeah, no.
At least for me.
Again, that's why I like this game a lot, because like you can go in there and just literally go bare bones, and I always just keep my trank and my knife, and that's it, nothing else.
Just going in naked.
100%. That's all I need.
Naked snake.
You know, because then you're fumbling through like 15 different guns. You know, you're beep 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 beep. You're like, which one's the one I want? You know.
Well, it's crazy that. I mean, I guess you are playing on easy, but still, like those dogs, you could actually even use them to your advantage too. You could actually, because if they start barking, it catches the attention of another soldier, and they'll be like, "Huh?" and they'll walk to where the dogs are. So that's kind of what I had to do to get through that spot. Because dude, on European Extreme, it's like, what the hell? Like it's so hard. Like I literally had to like throw food. So that dog went to go eat food. I got the other dog to start barking, which lured in a different guy from the east side. And then I ran past the swampy part, and I got another camo that's there on the little cliff. I don't know if you caught that one, Chris. It's like I don't know if it's like a brown type of camo or something.
Yeah.
And then from there...
That's a raindrop, I think it is.
Oh, raindrop. That's what it is, yeah.
That one raindrop, okay.
And then, I guess... so raindrop is good for when it's raining. You become a little bit more
also good in the water.
In water, too.
Oh, okay.
But there's an actual water one, too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And actually, from that cliff, you get a perfect line of sight to one of the keratons. And then this area I always have a fucking problem with, but I did everything on accident on this part because I was just like, I darted the guy all the way in the west, like I did the sniper trick pretty much, because I was just like, I just got to headshot this guy. He fell, and then the guy on the left side of the gate was like, huh? What's wrong? And he walked over to him, and then I darted the guy that was closest to me, and then I just fucking crouched walked my way through and just went off to the east side exit, because this also has 2 exits.
Okay.
Because so this takes you to obviously the place with the turrets with 2 different entrances. But that's that. The first fence part always easy for me. The second part is where I'm like, dude, there's 2 guards at the little gate opening, and then there's the one guy, there's 2 guys patrolling, and then the dog, and then another guy north of there patrolling. It always like puts me in a panic. And with European Extreme is worse because it's just like if I just get spotted, I got to do this whole area again.
Yeah.
You can also de-electrify the fences.
I noticed that a couple times, yeah.
Yes, so that you can actually shoot the little generators.
Yeah.
So you can also electrify the guards on this one.
If you throw them.
Yeah.
Or if they fall into them.
Yeah, so if you can put them to sleep and then drag them over by their feet. And then when you let them go, they rest up on it, but they just get shot.
Now, does that count as a kill?
Yes, absolutely
Aw.
counts as a kill.
But you didn't kill them. The fence did.
But you
Yeah,
put them there.
They fell asleep on next to the fence and died.
yeah, that's their fault.
Yeah. Come
I'll
on.
go to sleep on the job.
But yeah, definitely electrocuted them. That's kind of fun. Yeah, poor bastards. It's kind of just like the guys that you freaking throw off the ship while they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's so brutal.
So then you make it to the next section, and right, the next section is good old Ocelot again, isn't it?
Oh, well,
just
the
fast
trenched
debate.
area
Yeah,
also, like, was there
Well-
anything in the trenched area that was like,
Hindy.
I was gonna say there's
that's
a
right,
hind D
there's a
there,
hind D.
or maybe a hind B. I don't know. This is in the past, Chris. It could be a model, an earlier model.
Hind Zero.
Hind Zero. Yes, there's a chopper there. Get to the chopper.
Can you blow
there's
up
a
that chopper?
Yes, you can.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
you
I didn't
can.
even try. I don't know why I
Uh-huh.
didn't think of that. Yeah.
Yes, you can. You can do the chopper, and then the
Okay.
other stuff we talked about. Noise.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, yeah. So, yeah, chopper's there. Chopper's there. Guns are there.
Hint, hint. Wink, wink.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So you get to the next section, and you get Altalot, and he comes out, and he's all like,
Are you in Russia? German?
"Mine, where?
Are you in Russia?
I'm by the airport, bro. Sorry. I'm surprised they've never come up before, dude.
Well,
Like, I
it's-
hear them all the time.
Well, it's been so fucking hot, you got your windows open this time.
Actually, it's only cracked open, but
Oh,
it's
It
no
makes
different. I
that
think-
much of a difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's pretty funny, though.
Hold on. Sorry. Damn, I had a cough.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, it's a cough. I just described what that noise was. Yes.
German just describes what a cough is.
I was gonna mute it, but I couldn't reach the mouse in time. And by mouse, I mean the touchpad.
Mauser.
And by touchpad, I mean,
The mouse. What do you call it? The keyboard touchpad, right?
yeah, I was just fucking with you.
Okay.
Oh, I'd like to go back and talk about that. By the way, when she's explaining the reason she shot the way she did,
Oh, yeah.
was so that
Yeah.
the recoil would put it on the next person. That's such bullshit.
Why
That
not?
is
That
such
makes sense to
bull-
me. Physics.
No, right, I get that, but how do you know it's going to aim at the next person?
Well,
Oh, no,
I don't
she
think
didn't
it's
say
aiming at the
specifically-
next person. It
Yeah,
just
she-
helps sweep it.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
Snake is the one who
that's
describes it. He just says, that you use the recoil to make a sweep across. That's, yeah. There's no way that each bullet specifically
Auto-lock
hit.
or something.
She's
got
doing
aimbot.
wanted style and curving the bullets and
Yeah,
everything.
no shit.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so you get to the next section, and Ocelot comes out again. By the way, I just love Ocelot so much. I've said it again. I'll say it again. But because he comes in and actually, if you think about it, in every game, that's how his entrance is. Except in every game, he only comes out like once or twice. But on this one, it's already been like 3 times. The first thing you hear is his spurs. Psh,
Yeah.
you know, and then he comes out and he's all like, I got you this time, Snake. And he does his classic meow, but he does the hands. He does a big old fucking hand gesture.
Yeah, that.
He does a little cat paw. Again, still my first time playing this, I was like, I wanna like you, but why the fuck you keep doing that, bro? It's like, can you make it better? Just the way he does. Anyways,
Yeah.
so the guards come out and he's like, nobody interfere. He's mine,
Which
Right.
he called them out. So
Yeah,
why
yeah,
is he like? What is he talking about?
Well, maybe
Oh,
to
yeah,
let you
seriously.
know that you're you
Surrounded.
can't escape him. Yeah, maybe it's like, no, we're fighting.
No, but he like specifically says, "Don't interfere." Like you're the one that called them here,
But
out
no,
of there
I-
hiding wherever they were,
Yeah.
and then tells them, "Don't fight."
Mm.
Then why
Oh,
did you
wait,
call them?
Well,
That's true.
I guess, like when you're about to get into a fight, you want your homies to watch you beat the shit out of this other guy.
True.
Maybe. I don't
I
know.
always take it as
He's-
more of a, not for them to help, but for you to know, like, we're gonna fight. You can't run, because if you run, they will. Well, by the way, if you try to
Right.
run, they will shoot you.
But
And also,
if
he's,
he
like,
starts
very-
running, he could do it then, and they would just pop out of their hiding spot and
Okay,
surprise
I get
him.
you.
Yeah.
I get you. But
But
like
yeah,
I said,
I don't know. For me, I think it is like the thing I said, because he's very young and insecure.
yes, he wants a show.
He wants to put on a
He
show.
is, he is very flashy. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very
Yeah, yeah.
flashy at this time in his life.
So no, and by the way, like I said, so if you do try to run and go far, they will shoot you, and he will fucking, like, I don't know if he shoots them, or does definitely yells at them, like, I told you not to fucking get involved.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so-
I had a couple times during the fight, and I don't know what triggered it. I don't know if I was hiding
Maybe-
from him
I
too
think
much.
you were hiding from him too much, probably.
And they'll be like, "Boss, I'm sorry," and they'll shoot, and he didn't have a problem with that.
Really? No.
Like
for
they
sure.
would just start shooting me,
I
and it was
think
only a
it's-
few shots, but yeah.
I think it's when you try to leave, or I think there's like one or two scripted parts where they shoot at you, and he's like, don't.
Mhm.
Also, you can fall into the cave at this point,
Mhm.
and it's game over.
I figured because I saw that and I was like, "Oh, I should stay away from that." And then it does the cutscene right after.
And
And I was
it does
like,
the cutscene, yeah.
I know
German's
for a
favorite thing.
fact if I had fallen into that cave before, I would have died. It would have been game over.
Yep.
But because now it's scripted, it's allowed.
Yes,
Yep.
of course.
That's
But
German's
what
favorite
if-
thing, yeah.
No, but you know what would have been awesome? I'm surprised he didn't put that as in like, oh, by the way, you can actually skip this boss fight if you just jump there now, you know?
If you
that would've
cross
been-
this line, you'll fall.
Yeah, no shit. But anyway, we kind of skipped over a quick little thing. He pulls out 2 revolvers this time. Non-engraved, just basic old fucking
Really?
guns.
They're not engraved?
No, they're not engraved.
Oh.
And he goes 12 shots this time. And he starts spinning them.
Yeah,
And
does
this
this
pretty,
little fancy thing.
this
Yeah,
little pretty cool thing. By the way, Chris, there is a gentleman that does that
Yes,
exact
that does
same
the motion
thing.
capture for
Yep.
it.
A Japanese guy. He does that like scene for scene, just the way he twirls them around. Pretty cool.
We should definitely at some point also look at the like the making of these games, because it's real interesting, like just like the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
And it's funny just seeing this Japanese dude with a motion cap suit on.
Yeah.
And he's just doing these exact, all these exact movements and stuff.
Well, I've
and
seen
they're
him wearing
the,
like the suit. Yeah. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Ocelots. No, Ocelots,
yeah, you're right. He wears the entire Ocelot outfit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the guns
And
that
he does them
has.
good, man. He's fucking solid.
Yeah. He's
been a while. It's been a while.
Yep. Hold on. I need to come up with a better sound than that. But the guns that he has, like for the motion capture, they have like, I think they have like orange tips on them or something, and they're like colored, if I remember correctly. So then that way the camera can catch the actual motion of the guns also, like so that they don't really have to like
animate or like scratch
fully
by scratch.
fully animate,
from
keep by, or frame by frame.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, but yeah.
Dude, I've seen every fucking making of these Metal Gears. But we need to we'll put those
cool.
in the podcast as well. And we need to find out also when we're gonna watch the Escape from New York and LA movies.
No shit.
I think maybe before Portable Ops.
Okay.
I think.
But so anyways, so you fight him. So did you have fun with him? Have any troubles? There's multiple ways, not really to beat him, but there's multiple things you can do during this fight, Chris.
You can use the environment.
I used the bees a couple times, the hornets a couple times. Yeah, definitely.
You can. What else did you do? Anything else, or just shoot overall?
That and then just shot him. Yeah.
You can also, which if you have access to his head, just shoot his head. But you can also actually knock off his beret, and he'll get pissed off.
Oh, I think I do remember that. I must have done that by accident because it's like my hat, and he like went to pick it up, and I was like, when did that get knocked off? But I must have done that by accident.
You must have shot it off.
Yeah.
Must have shot him off. You can obviously throw grenades, and he'll get pissed off at you for using grenades.
Stun grenades will take out his stamina also.
Okay.
You can also. Oh, okay. Shit, I think it's only on your second playthrough that you get to do. You can actually have a standoff with him. Yeah, I think it's only on the second playthrough. I didn't try it this time.
What do you mean?
You can actually have a standoff with him, like a good old cowboy standoff.
Like 10 paces? Back
Kind
to
of. No, not 10 back to back like that, but like you stare down at each other. And
back?
then,
Okay, so
yeah.
quick draw.
Yeah, quick draw. Yes, there you go. Yeah, and I think it's only on the second playthrough.
I don't think I know about this.
Because I don't think you can do it with the M9 or the MK22 or the freaking M1911.
Oh, maybe you have to. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. He ricochets bullets also. Again.
Yeah.
So if you're hiding, he'll start fucking ricocheting bullets at you.
Yeah, I had that happen a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do smoke as well. You can also. I've never really done this, but I believe you can also throw food at him.
Huh.
And or like poisonous fucking snakes and shit.
Oh yeah. I guess yeah.
That will fuck him up too. So you beat him, and then you get this swarm of hornets. Did I say it right this time? Am I getting in trouble? Okay, good.
Chris is gonna lay down the law.
But yeah, you get these hornets, and he's just fucking fly swatting him away. While he's trolling. Everyone gets fucked.
Which didn't make any sense to me.
What do you mean? It's a fucking heavy gun. It would kill a hornet, right?
But what about the hornets behind him?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
because he's
well,
like,
then he goes. No,
they are going down in droves.
True. Yeah. Well, he does go back to a tree. He does put his back up to a tree, and then he bounces. Now remember, this is the Krober unit, and they're on the same side.
What about his legs?
Shh.
Shushing is not allowed.
No, well, not to you. It's an effect against
preemptive for me.
Luis. No, but so you gotta remember though, they're on the same side as we don't know it's the Pain yet, but we know it's somebody. We don't know. We know it's a Cobra unit. Just we don't know it's the Pain. He wasn't allowed to kill Ocelot, I'm assuming. So he's just like, I'm just gonna go in there and it's my turn to fight fucking Snake or some bullshit, and just kind of use the Hornets to brush off Ocelot. But he actually killed everyone else, by the way, which is kind of fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
He
Dude, their
murders
faces
everyone else.
were all fucking nuts.
Yeah, so he murders everybody. And so you jump into this cave that Chris is mad about, that he knows, because he would have died if he jumped in earlier. Now, this cave, I didn't know until like maybe my third or fourth playthrough. It's pitch black down there, right, Chris?
Yeah.
How long did it take you until you can actually start navigating this cave?
I had accidentally stumbled upon the torch.
Okay, so you stumbled
Nice.
upon the torch. My first playthrough, I was navigating this shit blind, dark. I was like, what the fuck? It didn't make any sense to me.
Oh, yeah, I had no idea where I was going or what was where.
So-
Yeah, it took
So
me
this
forever
was-
to find the torch, man. Like,
Oh yeah. So here's where I for sure first playthrough ever. I saved and I quit. I said I'm gonna go to bed or whatever the fuck. Right? I must be tired. And I came back, the next day, and the cave is bright as fuck. And I just thought it was my TV that was acting up or something. I didn't know what to make of it. There is actually time mechanics in this cave, because you came from a bright area. When you dive in there, it's pitch black. But if you save, fast forward your clock by 2 or 3 hours, then your eyes have adjusted to the darkness and you can now see.
Oh.
Yeah.
you actually don't have to do that. You could just wait.
Well, you can wait too, but I mean, it doesn't. I think I would always just save it and then fast forward like an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can wait. You can literally stand there and it'll get brighter and brighter and brighter.
Yeah, it literally does like your eyes adjusting to the darkness
Yeah.
thing. So I think it takes like maybe 2 minutes, maybe 5 at the max. But yeah, if you wait, like the brightness starts going up.
Yeah,
Because it's like, oh, your eyes are adjusting to the darkness, and then you can actually like navigate it. Or if you have thermals, it's still hard though, because the only thing you can see are you and critters.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more possible with that. And then I think you can find, if you go to a certain area of the caves, you find the night vision goggles.
Yes, you find them here. Find night vision here.
And right
Okay.
above the night vision goggles is one of the keraton frogs.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember, but yeah. Yeah, I want to say you're right. I want to say you're 100% right. So you also see some crabbies in here, so you can eat some crabs. Some bats. You can eat bats here and fucking...
Crab battle.
I killed a couple bats, yeah. I
You
didn't
can
get a crab.
pre-coronavirus this shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's new snakes, I think. There's a different type of snake.
Mm-hmm. I think a couple, yeah. So this whole
Oh,
thing
you
is-
get glow mushrooms.
You get some glow mushrooms, yes.
Okay.
So here's a couple mechanics we forgot to talk about. I don't know if Chris has noticed them. Your suppressor has a limited use.
I have noticed that, yes.
And so be careful, because as soon as you fire that last shot, it'll be loud and everyone will fucking hear it. So you need to find suppressors, which are not exactly easy to find. At least for me in European Extreme, I don't remember.
No. On normal, they're easy enough, and Chris, I'm sure, has plenty, right, Chris?
Is that what that number is?
Like it's like
S- yeah,
times
S-
9
S-
or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, it'll say SP suppressor, and it'll say /MK22 or M19.
Okay, yeah. And then, so the only reason I remember this now is because of the glow shrooms. Some of your devices, like what do we have? Like the thermals,
Motion, sonar,
your
AP.
Yeah, your night vision goggles, they run on battery. And
Okay.
if you stock up on glow mushrooms and eat the glow mushrooms, they what's it called?
Refill your battery.
Recharge?
They recharge the
Yeah.
battery. Yep.
Huh.
Okay, so I was gonna say that for later, but so that's fine. So you actually do that, Chris. Next time you play, find a glow mushroom if you haven't found one. If you don't have one, and you
Well, I mean, he's got so much battery, it doesn't even fucking matter on easy.
possibly. But what's funny is you. So there's a cool codec call. You do that, and you call Siggins, and he'll be like, oh yeah, man, gold mushrooms. Oh, they use bioluminescence, blah blah blah. This and this.
Oh,
and this,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know? And then Snake's like,
Oh,
yeah.
the conversation is so
Yeah.
funny.
And he goes, yeah, and if you eat them, they'll recharge your battery. He's like, what? He goes, yeah, I ate one and it recharged my battery. And then like,
Yeah, and
fucking-
Singin like doubts him. He's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
yeah, no, but then Mary jumps in and she's like, is he okay? He's like, is he like tripping? It's like, oh, it must be the fucking mission. Yeah, I mean, psychosomatic, I guess. And they're like, and he goes, anyways, just tell him, yeah, just go with it. He goes,
Yeah, just tell him that does work.
Snake, you are right. I researched it and it will refill your battery. It's fucking stupid.
I love that combo. It's so great.
It's so funny. But yeah, so now, by the way, I actually do question, does it really charge it, or does it just look like it charges it in your shit? Because I felt like once, a long time ago, one of my
I mean,
first
if they're
playthroughs,
mushrooms.
I felt like
This is the
what-
60s.
I felt like I ate it. It recharged my battery, but it died really fast. So I think it might have been psychosomatic, but I don't know. But you can find spare batteries. There are spare batteries out.
Really?
there.
I don't think I've ever found batteries.
Yeah, you can buy
I
them
always
extra
just use the shrooms.
No, you can find spare batteries. But yeah, I mean, honestly, the only time you really use batteries is if you're actively using the thermal and or night. Otherwise, motion, I rarely use it. And
Yeah.
active
Are you using
rarely
any
use
of
it.
that, Chris? Like the motion?
I used the sensor,
Sonar?
the active.
Sonar, the ping.
No, not the sonar. The one
the
where
AP
the person.
sensor.
Yeah, AP sensor. Yeah.
Oh, anti-personnel.
Yeah. I used that for a short time.
Does that one use battery too?
But yes.
Oh, okay.
But otherwise, I haven't really used anything now.
You know,
Okay.
it makes me actually remember like when I made a comment. I don't know if it was I think it was MGS2 where I said like we never used the AP sensor and I kind of wish there was more use for it.
Yeah.
Like in this game, like I won't lie, your first playthrough, yes, I wasn't using AP as much, but I was definitely using motion and active sonar a bunch, you know. But yeah, once you play the game once, you just never use any of that shit again, man. Like your biggest your best stuff to use is always thermal and night vision, always.
Yeah. Yep.
But anyway, so you navigate your way through this cave, which is a pretty cool cave. I've always been a cave kind of guy in any RPG, any kind of game. I'm like, ooh, cave, yes. There's bound to be some loot in there, you know. So it's to me, it's all a cave is always so mysterious, so cool, you know, scary as fuck too, because you know I'm always afraid you're gonna get lost down there and freaking die, you know.
Dude, I remember. I think my first playthrough and maybe my second, like just hours trying to
wandering around.
Yeah, just trying to figure out how the hell to get out. Because everything just looked the same to me, and and the there was no free roaming camera.
Oh yeah.
So there are some spots that are like hidden, and lead you to places that you've already been to.
Yep, yeah. That like waterfall room, that main room, if you will.
Yeah, Chris, there are places you can. There's like crawl spaces that take you to places you've already been, and you're like, whoa, like where the hell?
Yeah.
Like there's crawl spaces that take you right back to the fucking room you started in.
Actually, speaking of though, so Chris, you know there's a map, right?
I did not. Oh no, I do remember that from the very beginning.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, I do vaguely remember that. Yeah, I think I touched it like twice by accident.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So there's a map you can that will update based on every zone you're in. And also if you ever grab a guard, not all guards will do it. And I don't know if it's random. Which ones do.
They'll mark stuff on the map.
They'll not only mark stuff, but some will actually tell you where all their homies are. They'll fucking straight up, snitch.
Yep.
Like when you have a knife point or whatever?
Yeah, they'll be like, hey, we have guards posted here and here.
Yep.
I cannot figure out how to do that. I've tried sneaking up on them. I've tried like hiding in the grass near them. They always seem to spot me at the last minute.
Well, it doesn't matter if they spot you. You just have to have them in a CQC hold. So when you do CQC, you can't be using the joystick.
So you can like literally run up to them, stop, and then hold circle, and you will grab them and put them into a hold.
Okay, gotcha. I wasn't sure if you had to sneak up on them in order.
No, I just have to be in your possession.
Because that has to be... that has to be like my tactic, especially for European Extreme, because they'll look at you for sure. They'll be like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
But if I fucking grab them as soon as they go, "Huh," and put them in a hold, I negate the entire like you've been spotted thing.
Yeah. So like when they had that blue exclamation point before they've alerted. Okay.
Yes. Just immediately hold circle and you'll grab them.
Gotcha.
I mean, you can, I mean, if you absolutely like stock walk.
You can stock walk all the way up.
you can get all the way up to them and they won't, until you touch them, they'll be like, huh?
Yeah. Or do the other MGS2 classic trick, which is knock them out, beat the shit out of them to wake them up, and then grab them.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or just put him in that infinite loop.
Yeah. Or as he's getting up, you put your gun out, freeze, like, oh, A very powerful technique you can use, Chris, if you want to try this one out.
So wait, what does Square do when you have shit unequipped?
Square?
I don't think it does anything, does it?
No, I don't think it does anything. When you CQC, or when you mean?
Yeah, when you have nothing equipped, because that's the grab button for MGS 1 and 2.
Yeah, nothing on this one.
Yeah, nothing.
So it's just no animation.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Why
a dead
did
button.
they change it?
Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird. But the other thing you can do, Chris, if you want to test your skills, you can actually grab them, CQC them into the ground, and immediately point your gun at them, and you'll tell them to freeze while they're on the ground. And here, if I remember correctly, unlike MGS2, when they're on the ground and you tell them to freeze, you can leave them. You can fucking walk away, and they will not get back up.
Interesting.
So if
Does it take some time for them to get up?
No, I want to say they will never get up.
Really?
I'll test it. I'll test it again. Test it if you can, noise.
Even if one of the other guards comes across.
Oh no! If someone comes by, tell them to get up.
They'll get up. But I think
they'll alert.
Yes. Let's say if you knock one down, tell them to freeze, and then the next one straight up catches you and starts the alert. He will get up after that. But as long as there is no alert, I swear in that camp and in other zones, I've literally had.
I feel like you're right because I've definitely just left them, but I've never
Yeah, no, I'm pretty 99% they will just
Never gone back to see if they get back up or not.
I mean, if you leave the zone and come back, I think they'll be up. I don't remember that much, but
Yeah.
for sure, once they're all on the ground, you can literally then free roll, because I hunted all the frogs, so that's how I was like, okay, let me now go through, because if you put them to sleep, remember, they will wake up, but if you put them in that freeze, they'll never get up again. And there's no lockers in the damn jungle that I know of, so, you know.
The elusive locker jungles.
Yeah.
Or jungle
I wonder
lockers.
if you can store one of the guys in that locker in the where you meet Sokolov.
I don't know. Hey, good question. I
don't think so, because you can't get in those lockers yourself.
That's what Square does. That's what Square does.
Get you in lockers?
No, if they're on the floor, you can pick them up.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That's the only thing it does.
Yeah. I was like, no, there's still a use for it.
Yeah, shake them. Yeah, the good old pick them up and put them down
and drop
shake
them. Yep.
Makes no sense. Yeah. But anyways, yeah,
does it make sense to shake your booty and a box to fall out of your butt?
What?
When you hold them up.
I get that. Yeah. Let me shake. Yeah.
Sherman was literally like, "Can you do that?"
Well, when you said a box to come out, I was thinking like the cardboard boxes you hide in. I was like, what?
I was thinking that too at first. Yeah.
Sorry, an item box.
There you go. Okay.
Which, by the way, has anyone found a use for the box yet?
No.
In the fucking jungle.
Yeah.
What?
Because you get a box.
Yeah.
But where you meet Sokolov on the second time, you can actually pick up a box, and that's why I'm asking Chris. I'm like, have you found a use for it? You're in the jungle.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Although I haven't thought to try to use it either, so I don't know.
Oh,
I
you know
don't
what?
think I ever used it. So,
by the way, I don't know if I was imagining this or not, but remember we were talking about how you can like cut the bridge in the first area?
Mm-hmm.
I cut the bridge when I was in the Virtuous mission. This is what I remember, is that I did it in the Virtuous mission, and then when I came back, those same ropes were cut.
Really?
So either I'm tripping and I did it in Operation Snake Eater, but I definitely remember cutting them in Virtuous mission, and then they were cut still.
I was gonna say I don't think so, but I did it on separate save files, so it could be.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm imagining things, but I definitely zoned, and it was still cut.
Good question. I don't have the answer to that one, but
Yeah, so,
maybe I'll test it out again. But yeah, so you get to this next section, which is your, I guess honestly, your first real boss fight, because as much as Ocelot was a kind of a boss fight, it was a tease, more than anything.
It was one of those scripted where, you know you did so much damage to me, I'm gonna run away now, or something else happens. Yeah.
Something exactly, yeah. In this case, he got interrupted.
He says, you're lucky. We'll meet again. Exactly what he says in MGS1 when he gets his fucking arm cut off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he says, you were lucky. We'll meet again. And runs off.
Okay.
Huh.
So you come in, you see some bees and whatnot, right? Or wasp.
Hornets.
And you get introduced to.
Sorry, in my brain I just thought the Charlotte Wasps instead of the basketball team.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
The Charlotte Bees.
The purple with blue or whatever.
The Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
I know sports.
Sports ball, yay!
Yeah, sorry. So first
no,
boss.
you're fine. The first boss of the pain. What'd you think, Chris?
It was a relatively simple fight.
Up in there, will ya?
I like the mechanics of it, because you can't. It's not a situation where you can just spam bullets and stuff, and so I appreciated that.
There was a puzzle to it.
Yeah. So it was a tough fight without it being like he has a massive amount of HP. Good luck.
Mm-hmm. Did you notice how like his little fanny packs are like on his backside, kind of making him look more like a like a bee, if you will?
I did not notice that. No.
At least that's what I take it as. Like
okay.
Like it makes
like a
him
big
look,
butt, like the way
big butt, like a bee. Yeah, exactly. That's
never
what I
thought of
always
that.
took it. Yeah. No, that to me is like way more thematic that they're on his butt. They're huge.
Well, actually,
But anyways, he sends hornets at you. So he has a couple moves. He kind of will swarm you with a bunch of hornets, which you can just dive in the water, or
Yeah.
He will use them to what's funny is he could easily throw grenades at you.
I know. I was just about to say.
Yeah. The way he does it is so inefficient.
Yes.
You guys carry this fucking grenade that would have already exploded by now, by the way. Or are they waiting and
They're holding the trigger.
Yeah, they're pulling the pin.
They pull the pin, yeah.
Yeah, they slowly fly over to you.
They cook it, because as soon as it lands, it explodes.
That's true. More or less, it does explode.
So, they pull the pin, and they know exactly how long it's going to take, and then they drop it.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
So, exactly. You could easily throw them. That would be more challenging, I guess. Maybe. I highly doubt it's harder on difficulties, but
well, you certainly wouldn't have chance to jump in the water and swim out of the way.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
5 seconds or whatever it takes.
Yeah, no, but
I feel like
decoys.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And if you find like 3 or 4 of them, and you're like, oh, which one has a grenade? I don't know.
Yeah, because I feel like I feel like the whole point of the Hornets is to protect, right? Because every time you try to shoot him, the Hornets protect, but you can shoot the grenade out of the air and it will explode. So it's like, what is the point of having all these bees carry this thing if they're not protecting the grenade from exploding?
Okay. That's true.
And that's a great way to get damage on him too. Like as soon as he does it, just fucking shoot that grenade and it damages him right away.
Which he also does another move where he's called Tommy Gun. Like his Hornets take a shape of a gun, and then it's
they create a gun.
So it's like what?
It's like
out of nothing. Yeah,
it's like the mask creates a Tommy gun out of a fucking balloon animal.
Okay, because he shoots some out of his mouth. Those are his special Hornets. By the way, those are the only ones that are different, right? Because they're red.
Oh, the ones from fucking Metroid Prime 1?
The bullet Hornets or whatever they're called?
Bullet Hornets, yeah. So what's funny is, if he said Tommy gun and they took a shape of a Tommy gun and then he fired those red ones at you, I would believe that. But no, they literally then dissipate and then he's holding a real fucking Tommy gun. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I definitely get Fat Man vibes from him. I don't know if you guys do.
A little bit, yeah. Is it the same voice actor? Actually, now that you mention it.
Look it up. I don't know.
Let me look that shit up.
On top of him being bald, a little bald and I guess stung, I won't lie to you. I don't really remember much of his backstory.
He's kind of, the big brute, I guess, of the group, yeah.
I don't remember.
I think it's also just his like mannerisms. Like he's just kind of like you almost kind of expect him to say "laugh and grow fat."
No shit. I was literally about to say that. Yeah, laugh and grow fat. Laugh and eat honey.
They're hornets, not bees.
He's like his catchphrase is like, "Oh bother." What I can do it. Oh bother.
Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, I was like, what are you saying?
I couldn't do it.
Oh bother.
Just a smackle or two.
Yeah. Who the hell is Fat Man? No, it's a different guy.
Okay, but so he does his bullet hornets, bullet bees. What the fuck did you call them, Chris?
Bullet hornets, yeah.
Bullet hornets. Now those ones you have to go into the cure menu, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that? Right, it makes your health.
You have to pull them out with your knife.
Yep, you have to pull them out.
Yeah.
So remember how I told you that you can whatever you're wearing will be reflected in cutscenes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work for the bullet hornets, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
But there are certain things that will happen to you that you can also ignore, and they'll show up in the cutscenes.
Wait, what?
No,
you confused me.
Ah.
Say again.
Hold on. So you can't do it with the hornets. You have to remove those, I believe, or I think they disappear once the battle's over or something like that. But there are other things you can do. Actually ignore, and they'll show up in the cutscenes.
I see. So the example being like, if you didn't cut the bullet hornet out and it was on the surface, during the next cutscene, it would show the bullet hornet there. But in future situations.
Yeah. Not with the bullet hornets.
Right.
Which I don't know why it doesn't work with the bullet hornets. It makes me sad. But anyways,
because they go inside of you.
I guess. No, but I mean
inside of you.
I don't remember like why. Because that's right. These ones, there is no way to heal from them. They will just keep eating at you. You can literally save the game, fast forward to like 15, 20 hours. They will still, you reload it, they'll be still eating away at you. You have to remove them. There's no way to. They won't naturally just die inside your body or nothing like that.
But do they cause damage or stamina or
damage?
Okay.
Right, Chris?
So it's not stamina.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Now, and I don't know. I want to say they kill you. I want to say they will kill you. I don't think they'll leave you to 1 HP. They will eat you until you die, if I remember correctly.
If it leaves you to 1 HP, now that's a MGS3 challenge.
Yeah. I want to try that. Actually, I don't remember. But yeah, so these guys, Tommy Gun, the bullet hornets, the fucking weird lobs.
The decoy.
He does a shadow clone.
Clones himself.
Yeah.
Shadow clone. He's super easy, man. You just spam fucking smoke grenades or regular fire, the WP grenades. What are they called? White phosphorus.
WP? The flash grenades. Ones? Okay, yeah.
White phosphorus grenades. Those are kind of cool. The new introduction, pretty cool. I like fire grenades. They're pretty fun.
And by the way, his head hitbox is in his neck.
Really?
I don't know if that's on purpose, but if you are aiming like at his dome, you will miss most of the time. Like you have to aim further down, like by his neck, and then you'll actually hit him.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something I always noticed. I was just like, what the hell? And like I always have to aim a little bit down.
Oh, by the way, we also skipped out that for being possibly a little bit overweight, it looks at least a little overweight to my opinion. He does some pretty cool kung fu kicks and does a couple flips and shit.
Oh, he's like a cartwheels.
Yeah, some cartwheels and shit. So I thought it was hella funny. You know what it reminds me of? he totally reminds me like a Power Ranger or in this case,
Yes.
like a Ginyu Force, like
Yeah.
The way he moves.
yeah. He's totally like, yeah.
Good old birder.
Yeah. But yeah, so he takes off his mask, I guess just so he can fight you better. I don't know, but he's all...
Oh yeah, like halfway through
butchered
second
Yeah.
phase. That's when he. Oh well, that's when he pulls out the bullet thing, because otherwise he can't shoot him out his mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why he pulls it off then. I was always
Yeah.
wondering why he pulled it off, but it's to shoot them at you, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess not that he couldn't just pull down his
Yeah.
mask a little bit.
Yeah. No, that can't happen.
Yeah, he has to show you the pain.
No pain. So he dies. You kill him. And what happens when you
Actually, he just explodes. You don't kill him; he explodes.
True. Okay, true. He blows the fuck up, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Did you call anybody when he blows up? Well, after you beat him? Or you just saved
I
it?
don't think so. I think I just saved
saved
and
and quit.
and
Okay.
quit. Yeah.
So, just try that for the next one. But
Okay.
it's interesting that he blew the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
People don't normally do that.
Yeah, not really. Anyways.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah. Anyways, this is where we kind of
It's Fox guy.
Yeah,
maybe a retro.
the
Fox
original
guy.
Fox said they couldn't simulate heart attacks. They're just
Yeah. It's just-
I know.
yeah.
The original version just blew you the fuck up, and it was too obvious. So
They
they
weren't.
changed it to
It
heart
was.
attacks.
It wasn't nano machines. It was a bunch of tiny little pieces of TNT.
Yeah. So one thing we probably should have mentioned before he encountered his first boss, but are you killing them or are you tranking them?
I'm killing them.
No.
So if you
But
trank,
I saw that you have the ability to do that as well. Yeah.
and there's an incentive for doing it actually.
Okay.
If you trank them after the fight, you are given a certain camo with a special ability.
Oh, okay.
So if you do it to Ocelot, you get a camo that's like it's like
called
cheetah
animal
print
pattern,
or animal pattern, yeah, but it's like leopard print.
Mhm.
And while you have it equipped, what is it? It doesn't matter how much stamina you have. You can hold your hands still.
Okay.
Because if your stamina is low, I don't know if you noticed, if your stamina is low and you go into first person and aim, you sway a bunch. Kind of like the way you do with a sniper rifle before you take
Yeah.
pentazamine.
Yeah.
So like your accuracy falls as your stamina is low. So if you have the animal print one, it doesn't matter how low your stamina is, you will always have a still hand.
Okay.
And then for the pain, do you remember what it is, German? I don't.
I do not remember what the pain is. You know what? I want to say I don't know the name of it, but I want to say it makes you impervious to insects. So like leeches and spiders and all that shit won't fuck with you.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That fits. Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
I think that's what it is.
So as you go along, you might want to start tranking them to see
Right.
what kind of camos you
a
get from them.
non-lethal takedown, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I did forget to mention. So when we saw the trailer, this goes back to the trailer episode. They did something in the trailer that I 100% forgot you could do in this game and have never, ever done in this game. You can hang off a branch or something and shoot with one hand.
Yeah,
Showed
I
it in
always
the
forget to
trailer.
try to do that.
And I remember
Oh,
watching.
yeah.
I was like, I've never done that.
20 years
remembered it.
later, I still
Yeah.
haven't done it.
And I actually went to a tree and I hung off and I was like, okay, I did it, cool. And I just jumped down. I was like, I've never done that in my fucking hundreds of playthroughs.
Yeah, because I feel like they still see you.
Yeah, I like
Because the dogs see me when I'm on a branch.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. By the way,
I
when
don't
you're
know.
up on branches, you're so exposed. It's kind of silly, man.
Yeah, they made the trailers seem like you're going to use the trees a lot more,
Mm.
which maybe you will, maybe you won't later, because I don't know.
Maybe there won't be any trees.
Yeah, maybe it just turns into VR.
Now, here's where we're getting into that territory of like, what is a force call and what is a optional call? Because there's something that I have here. I'm watching the video again because I always like going through the video, and this specific person put up a little codec call, and I was like, dude, did I get that one already? Is it forced? I don't remember anymore because I've heard 99% of all these codec calls. Anything interesting that you got, Chris, on any of your codec calls? Any information about background characters, something like that?
Well, I called paramedic a lot, and so she talked about the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember she brought up James Bond at one point.
Okay.
Major Zero.
Major's a fan.
Yeah, she's like,
Oh, yeah.
don't bring that up around him. He's going to go all fanboy on you, basically. And I was like,
He's
oh,
like,
that's
huh?
cool. Yeah. And so I thought that was cool that he's like a huge fan of
Dude,
James Bond
well,
and
he
everything.
definitely throws in a little nod where he goes, he's like, oh, they're so good. I wouldn't be surprised if they make like 20 of these or something.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I know she would do that too sometimes, where she would be like, she talked about the Godzilla movie,
Uh-huh.
and how right now it's only available in Japan. She's like, oh, maybe in 40 years it'll be available in America. He's like, why in 40 years? Oh, that's the 50th anniversary. And she said, what was it, like 2004?
Yeah, the fucking year the game came out.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was cool that like little things like that, like, oh, maybe this will happen in the future, and little things like that. It's like, oh, that's cool. Like, because obviously the game makers are in that future.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the game doesn't take place back then. And so you can't just be like, yeah, this is what happens in the future, because in the game they don't know that. But I thought that was like, oh, maybe this will be how it works, or little things like that. So I thought that was cool.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of love put into the game.
Yeah,
well,
you can
especially because you got to remember this too. A lot of these guys were born during this year, so that's why they have like so much love for this timepiece that they're set in. You know, did you get any interesting calls about Ocelot, Chris? If not, I'll just move on from there.
I don't think so. Okay. I think I talked to what's his name after you get Signet, yeah. And I remember he asked you about like, why did you modify the gun? And he's like, oh, it's for close quarters combat, and it's this way and this. And like, I don't understand his explanation, but I don't use guns either, so I don't know that I would understand that kind of stuff.
Oh, like how he carved out the spot for so that the knife would fit better into the what is it called?
The magazine or whatever, the butt or whatever.
The handle, if you will.
Yeah, because the handle has wooded whatever. We're gun experts.
Yeah, we know things.
Well, okay.
Bullets, boom.
Yeah, bullets, bad people, problem solved. No, so actually, there's a little story I would like to tell. Chris would know this person, so rest in peace. There was a employee we used to work with, Tony Marsico.
Oh yeah.
So remember when we used to work security, Chris? We had pens in our little pockets, right? Mm-hmm. This was during probably the HD release that you're playing. I don't know. It was definitely during one of my many playthroughs. Like I said, I played this game almost once a year, like almost guaranteed, And I was into it. I was like, Metal Gear, man, I love this game, right? Mm-hmm. We were going to clock in, and I don't remember. Tony was there. Something happened, and I pulled in. The pen is right on your chest, Yeah. So I pulled out the pen, and I kind of went to a CQC stance with him, just playing around, And his face, he's like, oh, like he got Snake's face when he was looking at the gun. He was like, oh, he got all fucking like, whoa, shit, He's like, what's that? And I was like, it's just something from the game. He's like, no, tell me, what is it? So I explained to him what it was, and he served in the army, And so he was like, oh, okay. And he pretty much told me it was kind of bullshit, right? But anyways, so that was the joke. Every now and then we'd go around, like if there was ever any kind of situation where we need to go and be backup or whatever, the inside joke between us, he'd be like, where's my pen? Where's my pen? So that was just a joke. Whenever we'd be like, yeah, man, this guy, we're going to 86 this guy's like, where's my pen? Where's my pen? I'll take this guy. So yeah, rest in peace, Tony. But yeah, I still remember. I just remember because I just grabbed it, just like Snake, just popped it out and went to that judo stance that Ocelot talks about. And his face was like, he's like, what the fuck? He's like, what are you doing? What's that? What is that? And I was like, I'm just fucking around. But anyways, I just love that. Where's my pen? Where's my pen?
Yep.
Fuck. No, yeah. There's a couple other interesting calls you can get. There's tons of obviously the set piece lore in this game, Chris. So we can talk some more as we play along in the game. I don't know if I want to talk about reveal anything just yet.
Yeah, because I don't really know what Codec Calls say what.
Yeah, exactly.
This particular point.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm pretty sure I can find someone's script that will say forced calls versus optional calls in there.
Well, it's like it's crazy because I've called like paramedic. I've called her so many times, and I have yet to have a repeat. Whereas with Major Zero,
Zero.
There's been times where I call him, and it'll say like 2 or 3 things, and I'll call him again. No, you need to go do this. Go to this area. It's like, you don't have anything else to tell me? Nothing at all? And it's like, and he'll do that 2 or 3 times. So it's like, all right, he has nothing interesting to say. So I'll go back to calling her a few times and then save a couple times and then call the other guy a couple times and Signet. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name.
Dude, I have a hard... And you're saying it the way I always used to say it because it's not Signet. Signint. I think it's the way... Yeah, I think it's the way you're saying it. And I used to say it that way too. There is no second N. It's Sigint.
Sigint, yeah.
Sigint, okay.
And it took me a long freaking time to pronounce it right. And I always would forget his name too. So don't feel bad.
So hold on. Oh, so you're talking... I'll interrupt you, Chris. Don't forget, you got Eva to call too. But
I did call her a few times.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the reason why you get less repeats from her, with Paramedic and Sigint and stuff like that, is because you're just finding a bunch of new stuff right now. Everything is new. Every animal is new. Every fruit is new. Every gun is new. Everything's new. You know.
Yeah.
Versus Major, it's like your mission's still the same. Nothing's changed as of right now. That's why it's just kind of like, go fucking get Sokolov, dude. Don't forget about it. You know. Now, Noise, I want to ask you this. You mentioned this, I think it was on the trailer or it was in the first episode. You said there was a character you couldn't stand. I don't know who it was. We met this character yet or no?
That I couldn't stand.
Yeah, you said it. You straight up said, like I said, I love every character in this game. I was like, yeah, I think I love everything about this game, every character. And you're like, there's one I don't like or something like that.
What did I say? But it's Sigint, actually.
Okay, I had a feeling you were going to say that. Yeah,
but it's not that I don't like him. It's just
you felt he didn't add to it.
Yeah, he didn't really add to my experience. Like it was kind of like Nastasha. Like it was. I know you're saying like he's very useful in like information about like the weapons and whatever else he tells you, but
items and stuff. Yeah.
But I can go through the entire game without talking to him, and when he does pop up, I'm like, oh, go away, dude. I don't want to talk to you right now. It's not that I don't hate him. I just I don't particularly like him. He's like I said earlier too. He kind of seems out of place.
Okay.
But that is kind of how everyone was talking to each other in the U.S., not like in the military.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like his personality doesn't translate into the military, but maybe that's the tone they were going for, is like, oh, someone from the real world.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of home, is having a guy who doesn't fucking say like, yes, sir, and blah, blah, this and that. And maybe that's why they had him speak that way.
Well, that's what I took it as. Remember, like I also took it as like, yeah, like I don't know the full history about the 60s, so I don't know if there was like segregated army where if African Americans were even allowed to serve. I mean, I could look it up right now in a minute or so, but I'm
according to South Park, every operation is get behind the blackies.
Get behind blackie. But no, so what I'm trying to say is like, you're right. Maybe that's why he speaks maybe he didn't have official army training because he just wasn't allowed in the army or something. I don't know,
Oh yeah, what exactly is his background?
He says it. I don't remember off the top of my head, but
I don't remember either. See that too. Like he's not that interesting to me. Like I'm not interested in his background. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is about him that I'm just like, I'm not interested. Same thing with Zero. I don't particularly like Zero. Kind of like what Chris was saying. Like he doesn't have anything fucking to add to the conversation as far as someone that I want to get to know more.
Okay. I definitely all valid points. I see what you mean. I do like them. I like all of them.
I do think that Sigint is funny. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He's cool. Well, and also, like I said, after remember back in the day, in my original timeline, I only played Solid and 2. And I called Natasha a bunch, and she gave you cool. She gave you decent info. And then in fucking 2, you call freaking Pliskin, and he gives you decent info.
Yeah.
But in this one, like, I just felt like, man, Sigint just... There's so much shit he gives you. So like I'm saying, like every time you find something new, you just call everybody. And so I thought it was kind of cool how.
I think I just need to, because I don't think maybe when I originally played, maybe I didn't call him enough.
You know what it also is? I think this is probably why I also like everybody is because of this.
Because I kind of forget that he's there?
Yeah, no. In previous games, Solid and Solid 2, and the other ones, including the other ones actually, technically, you call people, and there's so many times where they say no response. No response.
Oh, yeah.
No response. So they felt, to me, that's why I hated them, because they're never there. This guy will pick up every fucking time. He's there for you. He's got your back.
Yeah. I think I just need to call him more because, when I discovered that glow mushroom conversation, that made me laugh so fucking out loud. I was like, God damn it, that's hilarious.
There's all kinds of, I think there's something to do with like Southern cooking too. If you catch a certain animal or something, and he's like, oh yeah, man, it's like we make some fucking gumbo stew or something like that. Like he definitely like that. He's I guess I relate to him because like you said, he's your everyday man,
Yeah.
He's not like, yes, sir, like you said. He's definitely not that kind of guy. He's someone that you're like, dude, this guy's kind of cool. He's just like me,
Yeah, I think that threw me off initially when I played because I was just like, this guy, he talks way different than everybody else, and it's throwing me off. But yeah, that's probably why. But yeah, when we mentioned that mushroom conversation, that does kind of, I was like, dude, he probably has more things like that to say. I just need to call him more.
Yeah, no, he definitely has some cool stuff. But yeah, so like I said, I was curious if that's the character you were talking about. No, I like singing. Like I said, I like everybody in this game.
So I have a little complaint which is going to be a reoccurring thing, just so you know. The pain. Yelling out the pain.
The pain.
Is that necessary?
He's like a Pokemon, dude.
Why does he have to? But why the pain? Also, like, were you alluding to the fact that if you call someone, like, you get his backstory?
Yes. Well, you get a little bit of his backstory and you get some more stuff on them.
Okay, so something that kind of happened in MGS2 that I really didn't like was the bosses didn't really have great death scenes. You know what I mean? Like, Vamp was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
And freaking Fat Man was like, laugh and grow fat. Fortune got shot unceremoniously.
Yeah. Olga also gets fucking just smashed or something. What happens to her? Yeah.
But there's no like dramatic.
You know what? Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1 had that, huh?
Like Psycho Mantis and Sniper Wolf, Vulcan Raven.
Everybody actually had a freaking pretty,
Decoy Octopus even had one. Why?
No, you're right. I didn't think about that. Maybe that's,
I really miss that from MGS1, and that's what starts to drive me back to MGS1 as a better
overall
story-driven, overall game than MGS3. I mean, MGS3's mechanics are fucking spot on, and the environment is great, but I want to care about the villains. Like, to me, Metal Gear Solid is like Batman, where the villains are more interesting than Batman. You know what I mean? You ever think about that? Like, you don't watch Batman for Batman most of the time. Like, for sure, there are some Batman where you're like, dude, this Batman feels like the most Batman ever, right? But most of the time, you're just like, what villains are going to be in this movie? You know Batman's going to be in there. You're not like, is Robin going to be in this one? No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
You want to know what villain he's going to face. And you want to know if they, especially with like live action ones, you're always like, are they going to get the backstory right to these villains? Because these villains, I love this villain
costume.
Yeah, and that's how I feel with these Metal Gear games, and it kind of just like one was the peak, and I was like, why didn't this carry over to 2? Maybe I would have given a shit more about Fat Man if he was interesting, and he's not. Vamp is kind of interesting, but gets like very dumb death scenes like 3 times in one game, No,
100% agree with you. And because in the other boss fight is a fucking what do you call it, survival against Metal Gears that don't do shit, I guess Solid is I 100% agree with you. Now I will say this, I think these bosses are all interesting by the time we beat this game. And again, when you call and find out more, I think they become.
But I don't think I need to call to get their backstory.
No. But that's what I'm saying. Even without the calls, by the time you beat this game, I think they're interesting characters.
We'll see about that.
We'll see what Chris has to say about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that a meow? Yeah. So we're caught up as far as my note. Now, I gotta remember if they've revealed more storyline. I definitely will have to, next one, brush up on my. I said I've been saying I was going to do this and I haven't done it. Separate, like put a little asterisk next to
the scripted codec calls versus
put an asterisk. Because there's so much I want to talk about. I'm like, do I need to talk about? Should I talk about this right now or not? But nonetheless, as of right now, I think Chris, what are you thinking so far? Now we've definitely made it past the tanker episode. You didn't switch characters, so you predicted that correctly.
Not
happy
yet.
with that.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah,
not yet.
You never know.
I'm enjoying it so far. One thing I did want to go back to that I didn't talk about before, I accidentally discovered one of the mechanics with the automatic weapons because I got the AK-47, and that's actually what I used to kill Ocelot. And so I found out when you're in first-person mode, if you partially hold down, it aims, and then you can press down the rest of the way to fire. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, we told you that.
Oh, okay.
Because of the MGS2 was the same thing.
We're both like, no shit. We don't.
Remember we were talking about how with the pistols, if you hold it down and then you slowly let off the square button, you'll put it back down.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about how hard it is to do it with an AK-47 or something, or the AKS-74U, because you would accidentally fucking press it too hard and then it starts fucking shooting. When you're trying to hold someone up. Yeah. So
well, sorry to spoil
you rediscovered
your thunder
it.
there. Yes, you can do that.
You remembered, is what you
I
did.
discovered something you told me anyway.
Okay, now remind me on this one. Can you? Is it this game? It's not a major spoiler if it's not. Can you actually trigger or cycle through your modes on some of these guns, like single, burst, and full? I have not. I don't carry anything but my standard guns in this game. My.
You can do that in MGS2, huh? I forgot. There's a particular gun in MGS2 that you can do that in.
And I don't know if this one does that. That's what I'm saying. So pay attention to that, Chris.
Auto, semi, and single.
Yeah, I believe you can hold up the weapon and push triangle, and it'll cycle between not all guns will do it, but
and there'll be like a little icon that kind of shows you one. It's like one for single, 3 for semi, and then whatever for automatic.
Okay,
I'll
double check. I'll double check too, but
yeah, I always just use the
mechanic.
Yeah, I just always use the sidearm. Like I never touch anything else.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I just the M19 and the fucking MK22. That's and a knife. That's all I ever have. Never. It's sometimes a smoke or a flash. Oh, speaking of smoking in a flash. Oh, did you know that you can freaking go full blown noise with nose, but not Chris? Dodongo on the crocodiles.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So when they sit there and they open up their mouth, you can throw a grenade in there. And
Chris doesn't know what the dongo is.
I know. So you can throw a grenade, and even a smoke grenade will kill them. It's pretty funny. You should try it next time.
You can throw grenades into their mouths. That's crazy.
Yes. They'll literally eat it, and they get the exclamation point, and and then they just die.
What? That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's super funny.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, because after I got killed by that one crocodile, I'm like, all right, you son of a bitch. Because I said, do I get to keep my items?
Guess what?
And I lost my crocodile hat, and I was like, you motherfucker, you're going to go blow up now.
Nice.
So yes, you can definitely do that. That's pretty fun. Did you notice, Chris, it sucks because you can only get it once. You actually get little cutscenes on certain things, like if you eat the first time you eat a reticular python,
yeah.
You get a little cutscene of him eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that for certain fish as well. And then when in the cure menu, I think you get that for if you burn leeches off the first time.
I think it's like random, dude. Because
Is it?
It seemed that way, yeah. Because I got one for like a burn, I think it was.
Yeah, exactly. You got
and you put the ointment and shit.
Yeah. So you get one for a splint, I think, too. But the point being is, I think they only play once, and you'll never get them again. The reticular python and stuff, I've eaten hundreds of snakes, and you can only get it that one time, and I don't know why. At least if I'm wrong, let me know. Correct me, guys. Maybe there's a way to make it happen, maybe by holding square. I don't know. But, yeah, it just makes me sad that...
I always wonder what triggers it.
Yeah, it makes me sad that, for as far as I know, I can only see it once and never again. By the way he eats that snake and the fish is so wasteful. He just bites it 3 times and just throws the whole thing away.
That's all I needed.
But also, I think it's kind of cool. I'm sure you noticed by now, Chris, how now everything refills the same amount of stamina. There's plenty of stuff that he'll say nasty or pretty good.
Disgusting.
I was told by someone in my chat that apparently that changes over time. Like if you keep eating those things, he'll eventually grow to like them.
You know
he
what?
He does. Yeah, his demeanor changes.
I've heard about that. I don't think I've ever done it because I usually don't need much stamina, and I always usually know what to farm or what to bring with me.
Okay.
I'm never like, oh, let me try frog.
Yeah, because the ones where he goes like, that's great.
Yeah. There's certain ones that I'm like, yep, get 2 of these, and then make it to the next zone, get 2 of these, and then just kind of that's all you do.
Yeah.
But I've heard about that. I've never tried it. I should just sit down in one spot and just eat a bunch of oyster mushrooms until he likes them, I guess.
Oh yeah, those mushrooms he fucking hates.
Yep. And the ink caps.
The ink caps, yeah. That's a good valid point. I've heard about it, Chris, but I've never actually tried it, so we should try that. There's also some other stuff. I don't know if I want to say, but
related to what?
The cure menu.
I don't know what you.
Or actually, even the first in the viewer mode in general. Okay, I will say this. Okay.
Yeah, what's wrong with the viewer mode?
Well, the viewer mode, nothing wrong with that one. But in the cure menu, Chris, if you go into it, pay attention. I think it's R1. One of the buttons will actually show you will show you an X-ray of Snake.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Okay,
yeah.
And then there's another button that will show you the history, everything you've cured.
Oh,
what? I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, every injury you've had, every single one. It'll even list the ones that you got from the boss in the beginning of the game.
Whoa.
Those are the very first ones, yeah. There's also, I don't remember. Now, this one I might be pulling out of my ass, but I want to say there's, in the food menu, there's something that tells you everything you've eaten, but I don't remember if that one's true or not.
Oh man, because that would make getting that fucking trophy easier.
Yeah, I don't remember if that was true or not, but for sure.
I wish there was something that would keep track of the Keraton frogs, because there's 64 of them.
No shit. I wish there was. I'm not even sure if there is, but yeah, there's exactly. Yep. Now here's.
I always have to have a fucking checklist next to me, like got that one.
Yeah,
got that one.
Yeah, exactly. No, okay. I'll tell you this one, Chris. How about open up the viewer mode or cure, whichever one, and then spin Snake around for like a minute.
Oh yeah.
and then exit out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can do that. Yeah, there's so much shit. Like I said, your camo. How do you find the camo now? So now you've traversed some more different terrains. Has pausing the game to switch camos kind of bothered you in any way?
No, not at all.
But you find it entertaining at least? Because I do. I wish it was a smoother way to switch camos.
I don't have a problem with it at all. Yeah, it's like when I go into a new area, I'll take a look and look to see what the different modifiers are or whatever. And okay, this one's better, so I'll put this one on now.
Okay, cool. That's I remember. I think probably my first playthrough ever. I definitely would like forget to check it, so I'd be running in the new zone and I'd get caught and I'd look up and I'm like freaking red numbers, like god damn it.
Yeah.
So that's a good habit to get into. Yeah, come into new zone and be like, all right, what should I put on? You know, there are some camos that are kind of universal, and especially if you go hunting for more stuff, you'll find some camos that work. You know, like almost in every zone and stuff like that.
Isn't there some camos that like make it blue, which means it's like a bonus to your camo?
There's one for sure that I think does that.
Okay.
But I could be confusing it with another game. But I will tell you this much. There is one camo. And we haven't got there yet. It seems completely useless because your camo index isn't that good. But, oh boy, if you get this camo, you can really fuck with the game and the AI big time. So, I love this camo.
Are you talking about Spider?
No. Yeah. But yeah, so we'll get there later.
About?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we kind of overlooked the fact that they say it in this game. They say it in every game. But in this game, we've kind of glossed over it. They already gave us not only our mission, but literally Zero told us, all right, your first mission is to go ahead north, meet up with Adam, and then after that, you meet up with her, and she tells you, like, oh, you're like, where's Sokolov? He's like, oh, he's being held north past the swamp, past this, past the ravine, you know, east. She tells you literally where he's at, but we didn't pay any attention to it. We're just like, all right, just get to the next zone, because... You know, like in other games,
he was just staring at her boobs.
That's true.
Boba.
But because in every game they'll tell you like, oh, you're gonna head north past the power plant and this and this and this, and on your way there, shit will happen they'll remind you, make it past the power plant. Okay, now make it past. You know, and this one they told us once, and they have not repeated where we're technically supposed to be going. We're just kind of going north.
Huh.
So yeah, that's all I gotta say. I just think it's funny that most games will reiterate like 2 or 3 times, like on your way to that checkpoint, something will happen. They'll remind you, all right, make your way to this thing, you know.
Oh, I guess you're right, because MGS1, I think it's the DARPA chief that tells you where Metal Gear is being held, and then Otacon reiterates it.
Colonel reiterates it.
Yeah. Huh. Chris fell asleep?
I sounds like it, dude.
No way, dude.
Sorry, what happened?
Did you actually fall asleep?
I think I might have dozed off, yeah.
Oh, hell no, Chris.
I'm keeping that in, dog. I'm keeping that in. Oh, man. Anyways, yeah, okay. So I think we're... Chris, wake up.
I'm awake. I am now, anyway.
Oh, my gosh. That's funny.
What's wrong?
Oh shit!
Seriously, we need a guard to go over there and kick Chris awake. Oh man. Okay, let me see. I gotta look at the list that German sent me so that I know where we're stopping next. So we fought the pain. So we're going to stop when we. How do I explain this?
I know.
German. So this next boss. Let's just say
hold on.
This next boss is in multiple areas, so it's not just one zone that you fight him.
Okay,
that's good.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically 2 boss fights from now, so it should be pretty obvious.
Okay.
You'll have one boss fight, and then the second one will be in like a multi-zone, kind of like what was his name from Metal Gear 2? That had
Hindy?
No.
Well, actually, that That one does have multiple zones too.
Oh, the
guy who had both keys.
In the tall grass, right?
Fuck, what was that guy's name?
Oh, I was thinking of the cheetah guy. Never mind.
Yeah, isn't that him?
Oh, no, I was thinking about tall grass. Yeah, Cheetah Man ran around. He ran around, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh shit, they all had multiple zones too.
Yeah.
The Running Man?
Yeah, that's what he was, yeah.
Oh damn, the Running Man, Hindy, and then the tall grass guy also. Oh shit, even the invisible guy.
Big Boss had one too. Had him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro, I think they all had multiple areas.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't have too much on screen. Even the grenade guy too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, technically.
Weird. Like the only one was the Four Horsemen because you were stuck in the elevator.
Shit, which is very weird.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 more bosses. What were you gonna say, German?
Oh, nothing. I'm just reading. Sorry. No, good. So 2 more bosses. Then we stop there.
Then we'll stop there.
Okay.
And
Jungle Evil is his name.
Jungle Evil. That's the one you were thinking of.
Yep. And then the ninja guy was Night Fright.
Yeah. Night
Super
Fright.
weird names. Again. Yeah. Just so this next section.
Any tips?
No tips. I'm actually excited. So Chris, you said you're streaming this on Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, I really want to see, so I'll try and watch you.
Are you on his Discord?
Yeah, the Blue Rhino or something like that, right?
Okay, yeah.
Send me a message directly because I ignore like everything else that comes to my phone. So
okay,
just let me know. Hey, I'm gonna play. If I'm available, I'll definitely watch because I really want to see these next 2 boss fights, especially the final one. Because I hope you get stuck on this boss fight because I remember this one.
Would you say you hope it's going to take him weeks?
Yes. So I'm gonna mute him real quick. So I want to tell you something, Noise.
Hold on, we're muting you, Chris.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So
can you hear us?
Well, you're not really muting me as much as you are. Just sorry.
Okay.
Oh, then he can still hear you.
No,
hear me?
he couldn't. No, he couldn't. I turned it back on.
Okay.
For that section. No. So what I wanted to say was during the Fears fight, and it's only going to really do it during the Fear because there's a few traps that will shoot bolts at you, but they're very few. Heal all your wounds, but do not remove that bolt.
Oh yeah.
Fucking okay, you know that
for the rest of the game,
yeah, you're walking like a porcupine. I think it's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that.
Okay, that was it, Chris. You missed that super funny. It's a funny joke, but no. But anyways,
so funny.
Yeah, I hope this next section takes a minute.
Sorry,
because and I'll tell you this much, Noise. Every time you fucking play these sound effects, they throw me off because I'm listening to the game in the background. So especially when we were playing Twin Snakes and other stuff, or you only started doing recent right now, or did you do it for Twin Snakes too?
No, I barely
just okay.
I don't even remember when I started. Just last episode, I think.
But the point
because of the little game show that I did for you guys.
Yeah. Okay. The point is, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't remember that scene. I don't remember Liquid being here, but I'm like, no, it's fucking Noise.
It's kind of like when Chris was streaming on Twitch.
Oh yeah, the alerts and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you didn't get me this time. Like what was it? It was like, I forget what boss fight you were on, and someone did the codec call thing, and you literally pressed select, and then you were just waiting there because they just automatically talk at you, and you're like, oh, you got me, damn it.
Yeah, it was did that. Yeah. I'm sorry, the one who shall not be named.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Tocino. We'll just call him Tocino.
Tocino. If you can't translate, you don't know who Tocino is.
But no, I hope this next section takes you a minute. I hope this next boss fight takes you a while because
it took us a long time.
Okay. Well, not only that. Okay, I'll tell you this much. Look, first time I ever beat this boss, this boss I'm thinking about, I pulled a Chris, flawless. Didn't even struggle.
What?
Second playthrough, and I'll tell you why once we get there. Man, I could not figure out what I was doing wrong, and I was like, why am I having so much hard trouble with this guy? And I'll just leave it at that. But so I want to see what Chris feels. What he
and you're talking about the last boss we're gonna fight, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, anyways, to me, it's. I think every single person, Metal Gear fan, especially the ones who played the whole series, or at least up to this point, will say this is probably one of their favorite bosses. I think everyone
probably the most memorable to any Metal Gear fan.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I do want to ask one little.
It's epic.
Story. I knew this guy back in the day. I used to work with him for my first job ever in this restaurant. Long story short, I was talking to him. I don't know how he ended up coming up. He was an older gentleman. He was in his. It sounds, man. I said older gentleman. He was in his late 30s. That's where I'm at. But when I was
old fuck.
Yeah, when I was 17. But again, he didn't seem like a kind of gamer. I don't know how he came across the PlayStation 2. I might have sold him one because I probably picked one up at a garage sale. Beats me. Point is, he had a PlayStation 2. And he ended up telling me one day, he comes to me, he's like, hey man, it's like, I'm playing this game, it's pretty cool. He's like, it's, you're a fucking soldier, blah, blah, blah. And the point is, I was like, you just tried Metal Gear? I'm like, oh, Metal Gear, yeah, I know that game. Like, which one are you playing? He goes, I don't know. I'm like, well, what's the name of it? What do you do? And he starts describing, I'm like, oh, it's Snake Eater. I said, oh, I love that game. Yeah, man, the game's hella cool, man. He goes, I like this game. And he says, and so, days go by, weeks go by, and he's like, oh, he's always, hey, what do I do this part? How do I pass this part? What do I do here? I'm like, dude, making fun of him. You suck, man. You're taking forever or whatever, And he goes, yeah, dude. He goes, it's hard. He goes, because, by the way, he didn't speak a lick of English. So he was just enjoying the game as is. He didn't know what the hell was going on. He was
oh, my God.
Jeez. And he didn't know that you can save whenever you want.
Oh, man.
He was only saving during the 4 save sections. Oh. So it was taking him forever to beat it, because I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm like, and I remember he's like, yeah, man. He goes, I'm like, dude, I remember somehow the conversation led to like him saying like, dude, it's not easy for me because like I can't leave my PlayStation on and blah blah blah. I'm like, why don't you just save the game? He's like, I can't. I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, can't. I'm like, you don't have a memory card? I'm like, no, you have to have a memory card. I'm like, right? You have a memory card? He's like, yeah. He goes, but I can't save because I haven't made it to the next save point. I'm like, what save point? I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, well, when you do something big, like it'll ask you to save it or whatever, And I was like, you can save whenever you want, dude. He goes, how? I'm like, pull up the fucking radio and call the chick that says save. And he doesn't know English. So I'm like, okay, let me write it down. I'm like, it'll say save. You call that one, and then she'll say save and don't save. Click on save.
Press,
and you can
press selecto and go to save-o. Just kidding. I can say that because I'm Mexican.
Yeah. No, and the point is, like he's like, oh, man, I fucking, I wish I would have known sooner. And then, like, a couple days later, I saw him, and he was like, oh, dude, I'm like, it was so much easier when you could save whenever you want. I'm like, yeah, dude, I can't believe it. Like, every time he made it far and didn't get to the save point, he would just turn it off and start all over again,
Oh, my God.
So, again, in hindsight now, it's super short and easy. But, back then, and him being definitely not a non-gamer, I don't know how he picked it up. But point being is, he was doing that. He was playing this on hard mode, let's just say that much. Freaking, he ended up beating it, he ended up loving it. And I remember I was always curious. I've never saw him again after that. I think I quit, he quit, who knows, never heard from him ever again. But I wonder, like, after that, the next big one was 4, not counting everything in between. I was like, man, I wonder if that guy's going to play 4, because, and then after I played 4, I was like, dude, I wonder if he ever got his hands on 4, because if he liked 3, he would like 4, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was just another side story, but okay.
But yeah, it is pretty crazy, like, how long these segments are when you first play, because it's like, I mean, especially as a younger kid, because right now Chris has like experience with Metal Gears back to back to back, so
yeah, that's making a big difference.
Yeah, the skill is building. We had to wait fucking years between games, and so I mean, we obviously replayed the ones that we had over and over and over, but as younger kids, like, new mechanics are hard to adapt to.
Yeah.
But now as we're older, it's like, well, we've learned to adapt from one Monster Hunter to another, when those mechanics change and shit like that. And so that's kind of how Chris is kind of experiencing it now. So it like he said, it is helping him. But for us, it was like, this is fucking hard. Like, this is taking me forever. And, from one boss to another, it was like an epic journey.
Oh, it was. It was full-blown journeys, man.
And now it's like, oh, this is like 5 minutes between bosses.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1, man. Like, I remember that being...
Minus cutscenes.
Yeah. I remember just being like a fucking... a month to beat this goddamn game. I mean, I remember I told you, the story goes, my cousin asked George to let him borrow it so he can let me borrow it, It's like, what the fuck, I had to borrow this game for half a month just to beat it. Now I'm like, we beat it in one sit through. Like, goddamn, what happened?
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, guys, we got our marching orders.
Yep.
So 2 more bosses. Second boss is in a multi-zone area.
Okay.
And I guess that's it. And I forgot to do this last episode, but once again, I am not ready. Yes, for our...
I was going to ask. I was
our frequency. Yeah, I forgot to... Why don't I know where the hell this number is? This app is the worst. Yeah, so if you guys like to leave us a codec message, our frequency is 209-791-0995. Yeah, just let us know your stories on Metal Gear Solid 3 or any previous ones that we played already.
Or just make fun of me.
Chris needs more people to make fun of him. We can't let him get too full of himself.
Yeah.
Mr. I fucking first try all bosses, but can't get past 3 guards.
Yep.
All right, so we'll hear you, or we'll talk at you guys next week. This has been Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast. I have been Noise1, aka Luis.
Hey guys, I'm Contra, aka Riser.
And I am Chris, aka Dammit Chris.
And we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
See ya.
Someday you go through the rain, and someday.
Yes, sir. The entire episode is out now. Those 3 are still playing. More content? Yes, sir. Pixel-benders.com is the best place to find it. Yes, you can click the link in the description below. Yes, you can send your questions to info@pixel-benders.com. No, sir. It doesn't cost a thing to give the show a 5-star rating. That's right. Nobody knows you are the one that will keep this podcast alive. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Listener.